here before. You have Zeke, who has won a championship before on this scene, and for the side of EG, they have some players who are brand new to this. Calm, Jaw, and Busio, 2 of the 3 core players of this roster, excuse me, 3 of the 3. This will be their very first time. The pressure is going to be big. And last year at VCT, even when this team was looking fantastic, they had a problem with getting stressed out, choking away some of those matchups. What kind of lost in the LCQ?
Yeah, I mean, BCJ was talking about it during that interview and saying, like, yo, it's me and Ethan. We're kind of the solid foundation for this team to get these guys up to scratch when it comes down to playing in a LAN environment. So they're going to be the 2 that'll keep everybody cool, calm, and collected.
Yeah, well, Lotus is going to get yeeted out of this one. Makes sense. No reason for EG to have to play that Icebox. No box today here, Mimi.
I think that's a good ban. EG in their old edition absolutely adored Icebox. It was their best map. Heretics has never been great at it. That leads EG to pick Pearl. We've never seen them play with the addition of this roster, so I'm excited to see what they have cooked up there.
Yeah, but I think that this somewhat makes sense. I mean, I was talking about VCJ holding things down on this map at Champions when he was on X set. Maybe that can just kind of carry over. Maybe he's guided the younger talent to say, this is how you play this map. Oh, man, listen up, whippersnappers. I'm going to kick you in the shape. But either way, seems like we're just going to be getting a lot of the same maps here. It's been a lot of Pearl, a lot of Ascent focus, and then I wouldn't be surprised if we see Haven as well as the decider, because that has been the favorite map so far in the matchups we've seen. Yeah,
we did see some of Heretics during the offseason. They were playing some craziness on Ascent. They were cooking up like some Phoenix. I think they played Viper on there at one point. It was wild. I imagine they'll just go back to a more normal composition for this one. Something fresh from both these teams. Haven is where we land as that decider, though, sadly split. Again, getting knocked out of one of these pools.
These have been some very comfortable maps for a lot of our teams here at LOCKIN. But I would have to agree with you. I am very worried for what Heretics are going to be bringing to the table there. And I don't know if EG is going to be prepared for that one on Ascent potentially. We saw how Ascent, Seth, could be that big comeback map, especially when we saw BBL play that one yesterday.
I think Ascent might be the map that we've seen the most deep runbacks on throughout the history of the VCT, especially at global events. Every single solid, 10-round run back to be able to close something out. It feels like in my head it's always been on Ascent, so it could happen again here.
And here's Prime Gaming Agent Select.
Surely not.
Ethan?
I see a Yoru hover in the mix there.
It's a double duelist.
That would be crazy. But
there's a Jet there too.
That would be wild. On the side of Heretics, doing something pretty standard. I think the biggest difference is that they're playing that breach there. Some teams have experimented with it in the past, but not super popular. And
Holy
there it is.
Cannoli.
EG, double duelist. Optic tried this comp once with the Yoru here, but it was a different edition. They had a lot more support tools for that Yoru. Ethan's going to be on his own. No breach, no flashes besides his own.
I'd like to confirm with production this isn't a misfire, right? Like, this is the actual Agent Select.
It's wild.
This is going to be crazy. I mean, EG are like out paper-rexing paper-rex right now with this setup.
Yeah, I do not know what to think about this composition for EG. It's going to be so exciting to watch. Heretics as well coming out with something new. So many surprises in this agent pick.
Well, the time for talk is over. We're all set, so I'm going to be tossing the keys to the Enterprise over to 2 of my favorite people. It's Mitch and Tom on the call. And by the way, guys, I don't want to see any scratches on my ship. Enjoy.
Well, we'll try to steer clear of any icebergs here. GB, and at least no icebox to kick things off. That makes me happy.
He said no crashes. He didn't say anything about like dents or like anything like that. So
that is true.
I'm not going to scratch it, but it might get broken.
It might be gone by the end of this. It might be submerged. Well, look, this is certainly not the Agent Select I expected. We're getting a double Sentinel comp, which is one thing, starting on attack, but then a Yoru as well. I mean, this is they do things differently over in NA.
There's some genius analysts out there that definitely would have seen the Yoru coming, known for days that Ethan has been having that in his back pocket, but unfortunately, they're clearly not here. No one saw this coming. And yeah, it's an absurdity. And I was going to go into today and be like, okay, people like Boo, they've been sort of trying out Initiator recently, so I'm excited to see that. He's not playing anymore. He's actually moved over to Sentinel because I feel like that wasn't necessarily too comfortable for someone like Mixwell. So we got a lot to digest, but unfortunately, we don't have much time. We're going straight into the match.
That's it. Barrier's already up, and it looks like Heretics are up inside of their attacker spawn, almost. They've gone straight up on B long with a double push. Got the knife early to keep them back, but EG looking to take control elsewhere, making their way on in through the double doors already, taking one of those tripwires out and getting rid of those. Obviously, it's a fair trade when you're only removing your Prowler. It's going to mean Mixwell has to hold that angle for the rest of the round.
That's the thing. Even just the doubt that that is thrown in alone will be enough to cause some issues for Heretics, but with how deep control they already have, this could be a nasty surprise. Now, Zeke is already just looking to try and take some contact. Basically, allow his teammates
though Ethan goes down in the end, like with the damage done, Calm and Jug Ammo, it's not great. It really isn't. Like, they're in a position now where these pistols on the other side can take them down so easily. They're going to have to rely on Boostio doing a lot of work on his way back through. They know that he can be on this angle. Mixwell not able to do too much with the near sight, but his teammates are on the way to help. There it is, though.
Already turning things back into an advantageous position. Turret down, and Jorgamo trying to just find a little bit more here as the defenders are struggling to get their way back through. Not a lot of utility to play with here as they look to try and connect any sort of shots, but they are shutting it down. Boo will at least be able to get one, but EG are there with the start.
That's what they needed, kicking it off with an early bit of a retake on Belong. The fact that they lose the control early, they have to fight back into it, but they managed to uproot it on the back of Ethan, grabbing a quick double. Not necessarily because of the Yoru or anything. He ran through the smoke, didn't expect there to be two players on his left, and he had a pretty easy time cleaning those up afterwards. Certainly not the usual round,
no.
But you can see exactly what we were saying. Like, the fact that Heretics were there so early on in the round, you just don't expect a double stack like that. This time, though, they didn't get anything for their trouble.
I'm liking it. Like, a lot of the time you see players who haven't really been on an international stage before coming out, they're a little bit shy, a little bit nervous. I don't think anybody on EG is. Like, they've got, obviously, the likes of BCJ, who's been here many times. You go back to previous FPS, Ethan has been on a stage more time than most. But the fact is, the other players haven't had the most experience here, but they already seem to be having a great time.
That they do. As we see the barriers go up yet again, it looks like this should be an even easier time for them. Just a couple of pistols on the other side, classics all around, and that one Marshall for Kellogg's.
He is nasty with it.
He is. He's got to be hitting the headshots. Obviously, everyone on the other side is coming in here with shields, and they're not looking to give any long-range fights over. I mean, they know there's probably a Marshall there. It's certainly not worth risking a wide swing into it.
But the thing is, and this is the main sort of point I want to look at with these two teams, EG are like a rising roster who've added in a bit of experience, a team that we kind of expect to perform well. Maybe in the future, we don't know what to expect right now. Heretics are the opposite. They're a team that's had a lot of success in the past. We don't know if they're going to be good now because a lot of those players haven't had that consistent form in a while. So I'm looking at players like Kellogg's. Is he going to be as good as he has been, say, back in Berlin? Is that going to be possible? Then you look on the other side of Jorgamo, is he going to bring it on the stage? So there's a lot of questions to be answered. As you said, Mitch, in this round, not so much. You expect EG to take this one comfortably, and even 2 kills here would be fine for Heretics.
Yeah, again, when it comes to these fights, especially with Kellogg's being on the A side now, you really can't expect much from them. You got a player trapped inside the elbow, so a nice little stylish move. They get 1 kill for their trouble on Heretics. It's not too bad. Second follows. Anything from this point is a little devastating, and there it is. Kellogg's following up. Everyone else was 150, so a headshot needed, but with 3 kills in a round like that with 4 classics, that is a big win for Heretics.
Yeah, huge amount of damage, and now the question is asked of EG of how much they actually invest into this one. Do they play this as a really heavy bonus, just try and work with pistols and the couple of sort of SMG, I think they have 1 Bulldog in there as well, or do they now force it up and try and get it done with the rifles? Now, I think most would go with the Prior, unless they're feeling a little bit risky, but we've already seen C9 really go all out with these sort of rounds, so I'm interested to see if they've taken anything from their American brothers.
Well, I've really liked the early round from EG so far. I assume it's going to be consistent to just see this harassment from the Fade utility so that Boo can never maintain that control. He's got to be very fluid with where those traps are going, and it's not a problem that EG will face on their defense because they have 2 Sentinels. It's not like Fade can just cancel out all of your info if you're playing a similar comp. If anything, you can make that a transactional trade for the Prowlers. So I think the EG's defense is it's going to be a lot easier. At least they have a lot more tools to work with. All right, there you go. Yet again, we've just seen that trap wire destroyed. Yeah. It's just going to be consistent. If you keep putting it there, that Prowler will be put in to trade it out.
Yeah, I have a feeling that's going to have to be moved over the next round or so from Boo. Now he's got his cam up, just watching for anybody making the push. I feel like they might have heard the cam, so I'm just trying to get as much space as possible without losing too much. And already, a rotation coming back through to try and give them that little bit of extra support on this side of the map.
Right now, they're going in. I mean, the fact that you've got 2 players this close already, it's dangerous. Team Heretics able to get the jump on them. And now with that spike planted, I mean, Look, EG can play their positions, but it's all down to timing here for Common. Look at that. The second he moves, Kellogg's rounds the corner and somehow walks out with the second. This is now incredibly difficult for Boostio. Some players tagged up, but he has to hit every single shot. It was close. A nice attempt, but Zeke survived the initial barrage of bullets. They'll find their first, only barely.
Yeah, the thing is, though, you have to bear in mind that that was an investment coming out of the side from EG. So although they managed to make that one look close, they're not in a position where they can really buy up back into the next round. You're looking at BCJ Ethan with very, very low credits. And okay, there's an ult or two coming online, which might be able to help them. Like, for example, with that Stinger and the Dimensional Drift, that could work out. But it's definitely going to be tougher. Either way, on the other side of things, a Blade Storm, still a couple of guns saved that they can sort of juggle around. But both teams are going to come in with a buy here, just neither of them are particularly strong.
Yeah, there's weaknesses across the board. I'm curious about Ethan, though. He's got his ultimate online right now, has a Stinger to play with. Whether it's going to be an information play or some TikTok, Yoru, I'm not sure. One thing I can say for sure is Team Heretics early round, they're looking at the other side of the map. We've seen their B aggression, but this time taking some early A control, spotting that out, and we could see some early rotations to this B site. Traps in new positions, and that's going to be something that they have to contend with on their way in. Ethan already making quite a bit of space, catching a fair bit of information, and you can see he's just scouting it out, acting as a recon dart, but here he makes a decision. Does he go back, or is he committing to it? And it's a full commitment out of Ethan! He's caught Zeke completely off guard! Now the site's under threat. There's enemies all around. They need to clear out a safe haven for themselves. The decoy almost catching them, and now they realize, okay, we've got control, but look how much time that bought.
Yeah, that's the thing. Ethan was so low on HP, he's just decided to leave. Kellogg's, though, has already caught the close man. They're going to try and find if there's anybody else lurking around the backlines, and Boo with the spam has found another. In behind them is Ethan. He's managed to sneak his way through, but Kellogg's has found his third in the round. Just one left standing. VCJ trying to hold it down. The time, though, has the time actually gone already? I think it might have done. It's going to be incredibly close, and they win it anyway. Even with that many players, 4 still standing before the spike goes off. It's the time that was bought for EG.
Not sticking it in that moment, right? I don't know what happened.
I think there was a grab well. I think it was
there
a
was
really
a grab
late
well.
grab
There you
well.
go, right? So they try to get on it. The player still alive wins by 0.68 of a second. And Ethan here, he's got his decoy down, right? So even after the TP noise is heard, it could have been a fake. That cost them precious seconds that end up costing them the round. Just a gorgeous play by EG from start to finish. And a Stinger and an ultimate, that's all this man needed.
Still, though, you look at the purchases in this one, and it's actually in favor of Heretics. Being able to save those 3 guns through, it's going to be another Stinger for Ethan. They managed to make it work in the last round, but Kellogg's, he is flying at the moment. That was the main question I had. If Kellogg's is on, they win this game. If Kellogg's is off, they don't stand a chance. Those are the sort of 2 sides to this Heretics roster at the moment. Right now, he is on. Even though they lost that last round, he managed to get 3 kills with that Blade Storm.
It's a good sign. It absolutely is. And starting this one off well. Look, they've got their 2-man advantage. There's no need to panic. Camera watching over to double doors. Trap for B long. Just a ton of control to play with. And like we said, one of the main problems here is if EG are dealing with that Sentinel utility. But in this round, they haven't just yet. And this is leaving them in a position where they're running into a stack.
Just instant trade from Kellogg's. They're going to eventually find out this piece of utility is still sat around. I'm trying to work out if there's a way to get around it without actually tripping it, and the answer is no. They're going to walk straight in. 30 seconds, stun through from the other side as Nixor looks to try and pincer in. He'll find that first. BCJ was in astral form, and he will fall as well. A second round on the board for Heretics, and this is going to crush the economy of EG.
Well, Team Heretics certainly off to a good start. Look, even that 4th round, they come out on top in terms of duels, just robbed by a second or so on the clock. That's some very good signs for EG, and attacking rounds built up. Certainly looking like it's anyone's game to start things off here, but I want to see how this attacking side evolves. This round here, there's not going to be much of an evolution. We're just seeing pistols out of EG, and so the scoreline most likely about to be equalized, unless there's some big mistakes from the defenders.
Yeah, that's the main thing.
Oh, that could be a difference maker, though. We're setting up for a jet updraft play, biding his time at the start as well, and now here he comes. I love the idea of changing the timing, but Shot
I
didn't
think
land.
they were ready for it as well. I think Kellogg's was spotting. It was just that Avova almost gets caught by it anyway. So they had the right idea. This is all they really have in this round. Lockdown, I don't think you're going to use that unless you get a couple of kills. Maybe you can get towards the Nightfall, but these are all ifs and buts, whereas on the other side you have a full purchase. They've also started to switch things up. You mentioned that trip was being constantly broken. Since that's happened, they've started moving Mixwell into that exact spot to try and deny the pressure from there, and they've moved where they put the wires. So an initial read from EG was solid. Now they have to deal with what's next.
And look, they're trying to clear this out and figure out how it was being held. Now realizing that the trap had been moved, they blitz into the site. There's still players here, but Kellogg's decides to leave. A quick kill though, BCJ caught, playing a little slower through.
Really?
Oh, Boostio with a classic in hand. Kellogg's though, going nuclear on the site with a double. That's shut down any chance of these pistols making it costly. Only one man falls.
I'm actually still quite surprised though that they used the Rolling Thunder there. Maybe expecting that there was a little bit more in the round, or just wanting to make sure they keep this clean and build up their own economy. It's not an awful usage, I just don't think they really needed it.
Yeah, to be honest though, just looking at where their economy is, this feels like it's just that cyclical nature of the ultimates. They don't want to have that in the back pocket and risk pistols getting value. That first kill comes in and they say, screw it, we're popping it in, we're grabbing this round, and I'll have my ult back online in not too long. Kellogg's right now, by the way, 12-2.
I've missed him on a stage. Like, this is the thing. It's like, people will see his online performances and be like, oh, he's fallen off. He was always best when he made it to a LAN stage. And you're seeing it right now. He is just, the confidence this man has is, maybe a little bit too much sometimes.
Well, I mean, he made it out of there, 5 HP, but he still got some health to work with. Not going to be too easy. You know, the games we saw yesterday, Tom, we had a lot of healing abilities in there. Not a luxury that Kellogg's has on his team. So he is going to remain one shot to absolutely anything. And this team seems to be gradually shifting towards him. They've left the spike behind, though. They haven't made their mind up yet. This might sell it, though. A quick double, and the 5 HP Kellogg's is the last man standing on B.
Well, that's not going to make much of a difference. Down to 1. Shot not connected and really starting to come under pressure. They know exactly where he is, and he's starting to be pushed from behind. He's dead. No chance of survival in that scenario. The rotation has finally come through from the rest of the team, but EG have done well to pick this defense apart. Boo is hoping he can maybe make a little bit of space for Avova. The spike is still only just rotating in, so it's not like the clock is against them just yet, and Avova has managed to sneak his way through.
Oh, well, Ethan had spotted that evidently. And with that, the round is closed out quickly. I gotta say, you know, the Nightfall there as well. Ethan is so terrifying if you're hit by that. You can't hear a damn thing. He is gonna be behind you right away. That's 4-3, and again, showing that they're not willing to let their opponents run away with this one. Even just take a look at where the credits are at. On both sides, they're having to dig deep into their economy just to get the rifles out. Look at it, so close. Just tapping the ankles on his way up. If that was Namor, he'd be gone.
Yeah, the thing is, I do feel like if Heretics do that flash like the second before, they probably catch everyone. It's just that EG basically realized where the space was now after the trip was moved and just walked through. Because the fact, I don't even think they used a Prowler there. I don't think they used anything. And they just walked it. That's why nobody was really checking in that direction just yet.
Again, realizing that setup's going to constantly change. We've seen them be so slow in the map control as well. Like, they're shifting up when they're taking those positions, especially Art. Remember just the previous round when they walked up really slowly and they're spotting the trap wire. They're not just blitzing in and forgetting about that piece of utility. Now, this camera here, we've seen it many a time.
Yeah.
And the information that it is garnering right now, as we said, this is covering double doors, but it's also allowing him to hold the B long position.
I remember Ardis using this one.
Quite a bit. And then you have that trap there as well, and obviously you can just allow them to come in, maybe even the Yoru making a play, and you're going to catch him off. But look at where this teleport has gone.
Oh, dear.
It's actually ridiculous. He's behind them on A right now. The lineup is perfect. Ethan,
it doesn't matter, though. Kellogg's is just killing everyone. They're trying to bypass him, and he just gets 4 kills. What is happening? He's just decimating at the moment, and now Ethan, as you said, he was lining up, he was getting in behind them. But it doesn't matter, all of his team are dead, he now needs to ace.
They were banking on his flank so much, the ultimate after the TP was right behind them, but instead of that flank coming through, you had this sneaky aggressive push on A main, completely catching them off.
It wasn't sneaky. They spotted him. They saw him in the corner. He fake updrafted away and then just stayed, peeked out, and killed everyone. This was the least sneaky play I've ever seen in my life. And Kellogg's comes out with 4 kills. He's just better at the moment. He is 16 and 4. He's getting 2 kills a round.
I don't even
Did y'all see that?
how to
Jesus
process
Christ.
what
That
we're
Kellogg's guy
witnessing
is
here. I mean,
insane.
You look at it, you think the point of that round, the key play has to be Ethan, the Yoru.
You should always push A main. You should always push A main. That's what I've been doing on. It's been making me not hit the game the map so much these days, man.
There is no way to account for Kellogg's. We talked to this man before we started here.
Push your guest space there. A lot of people don't know how to work mid. Don't like working mid.
Last time I was on LAN, and my God, he has succeeded and then some. And we're only 8 rounds in.
He's on 60.
Boostio. Mixwell. I didn't know I liked this team, Heretics. I didn't know who they were, but I actually like them. But I don't know if I can root for them more than my own, you know,
at this point,
Ethan
the
and
plan has to be just sending him out to grab that opening duel.
Why not?
You're trolling. If you're not, the consistency's
Any.
ridiculous. Now, EG will eventually shut that down.
Yo, what's up, guys? Zumke, what's up? J-Man, what's up? Biting Can.
We'll have to see.
What's good? What's good?
Sitting on this B site.
Sitting.
No one from Heretics, despite being in a 5 versus 4, they have decided to play full retake. That's a wise choice.
Yeah, they've got Cosmic Divide. They're also going to have null command. All of that utility becomes useless, and they can block off any afterplants with the walls. So this is something that EG are going to have to read into.
Took them quite some time to plan. Hello.
Aggressively. He's done this a couple of times now, where he's able to just exit, but the rest of the team are now sticking around with him, knowing that they're going to be forced back by the Cosmic Divide, so they have to play more aggressive.
Well, this retake's starting to run out of time. They've got to get it started eventually, and on the way through, Zeke good to pick it up, but it's Jet in the corner.
Ooh.
Could be the point man for this round, catching them off. The spray's good, but the damage isn't there in the
Oh my God!
To bring it down to 1 enemy left. Mixwell, the father of Valorant, now has to close this out. And let's see if he can find it. The dash, it's quick, and he's just playing the clock here. Down to the time, I don't think he's
That was good. That was good. That was good. Holy smokes! Nice, nice.
On the other side, witness how they played every single afterplant on this B site up till this point.
That was good. That was good.
Think about where BCJ was in the last round where they won by time. He was just hidden right at the back to make sure that nobody can kill him off. This time they go, okay, they've got Cosmic Divide. We can't play passive. We can't sit back, otherwise we lose the round. So they get aggressive. They get in the faces of their opponents. You can see they were caught off guard.
Jump classic, man.
Fantastic adaptation from EG, and they've got the lead.
I'm surprised this guy didn't spam that wall.
Team Heretics not happy with that result, and they've called a timeout.
Why wouldn't you spam that wall, man? It's literally so spammable.
Here you're seeing that Cypher utility constantly.
Evil Geniuses. You guys are rooting for Evil Geniuses. That's what I'm talking about.
It's an annoyance for EG, and it's affecting the pace of some of these rounds, but at the end of the day, they're getting away with it. Their Yoru for space taking has been really fun to watch so far.
Sick.
He's got some great ideas, and he's sitting on top of the scoreboard, 11 and 8 right now. You know, first man in the positions that he's going for, yeah, you don't expect him to get everything. But even from the pistol, he's been popping. Just cannot match what's being brought by Kellogg's on the other side.
The thing I'm going to give him credit for most is his timing. He knows when to stay and when to leave, and even when to move back in again. Like, as we mentioned, that 0.6-second failed defuse was mostly him on like 5 HP with the Stinger, just causing issues in the backlines, them not knowing where he is. We've seen that him playing off the utility of teammates as well. So, yeah, the space that he's gathered is hugely valuable, and then you add in that he's also fragging. So, it's a good start for EG. If Kellogg slows down, this half is done. Like, he basically has to continue on. There's other players setting him up. I think Mixo's actually done very well with the breach to put those stuns into play. Ooh. I will say, I'm looking at right now Mixo with the gun and Kellogg's not, and that does very much annoy me. No offense, Mixo. I like you, but you don't have 17 kills.
Yeah, look, it's definitely a point that can be made here, Tom.
Yeah, he's going to get him with shit.
But
give him the rifle.
no, he wants to farm up the ult orbs for the Rolling Thunder.
I knew I couldn't see well.
That's what it's all about.
We might also go over to Twitch, you know.
Or maybe he can just, they'll do it with the Sheriff anyways. For now, it doesn't look like he'll be doing too much. They had a camera down on B-Long early. That got destroyed, and now so has Boo, the camera operator, and his support out of the round. And that rifle, Well,
I wish there was a way for
do
me to
very
find the
much in
unlisted
Esports.
stream.
There you go.
Great.
Do a little fish gun.
This is the public stream and it's behind.
I saw a guy that
The
actually
unlisted
made that
stream has
in real life.
higher
He put the
quality.
fish and everything, like 3D
With
printed,
real
put
I
it in-
think.
No, not a real fish.
Okay,
no, he
I
3D printed
was
the
like,
fish.
that sounds
No, that's
cruel.
dangerous. Yeah.
Oh, dear
He's
Lord.
a lunatic.
Dear Lord.
Alright.
What?
Nice shot from Zeke. I don't think they'll get too much more from this. Jorgamo again just fragging out. Zeke's got another. Not been the best game for him so far, but he's going to try and get a rifle and potentially just get out of there
Hey,
with
he
it.
saved Mixwell's rifle.
Save?
No, he didn't. He's gone out for it. I mean, look, dealing damage here, it's not a terrible idea. Again, if we take a look at the credits.
I remember Zik from Bloody Hell. What team was Zik on? He was a monster though. I can't remember, and then he had like this insane ace one time. I can't remember the team he played on.
Potentially in a tough spot coming into the final round. But they didn't.
Let's see,
And that's
let's
kind
see.
of the problem. Also, I think
The entire
brainstorming here to
bottom
an extent.
HED has been
I saw he had a
shifted.
shorty, and I'm thinking, there's no way he's going to just play the ult and the shorty. They do have the money to work with, so it would be a little bit crazy.
Well, Kellogg's or operator online, but it seems like he's not going to be in the right place at the right time. Early pressure seemingly coming in. He's getting so many kills and orbs that he's got this dimensional drift again. We've seen it so many times already. Straight past the trap he goes into the A side, just taking all of the space, and it almost seems like at this point they're just opting to try and play the retake, not even wanting to go anywhere near it. The flash.
Oh, how did he get blinded?
It's going to be an even trade.
That was a really nice flash that he used initially to push Avova into the smoke to gain that space again. Just his space taking ability, undeniably strong right now. But this Heretics play back into A looks unreal. A lockdown in play, 6 seconds left on it. In comes the nade to try and destroy it, and it looks like it's just about missed. They're going to be stuck inside of it. The timer's gone. They've just about made it out, but now the clock runs way down. They might have another star to play with here. BCJ needs to try and deny it. The spray down not good enough, and no utility remaining. This round goes to Heretics. It looked like EG might have had a fighting chance, though.
Yeah, I think at this point, that was the right call. Like every single time we've seen the executions, other than the one where Kellogg's
all right.
on A long, it was really tough for them to play versus the dimensional drift. It always ended in an entry. It always ended with them being forced out. So this time they just move back and play the retake and hold those extremities.
Was a denial of the exact part of the map that he's trying to fight his way into. A good adaptation, something that we wanted to see. And now seeing come through. Operator on Kellogg's early. Haven't seen those be long peaks out of EG. They haven't been going for anything that's going to give an easy pick to Kellogg's. That's not to say he won't find one in the late round, but to start with, it's going to be a slow one. Feeling out the map and finding that utility again.
Zeke looks like he might be against an early fight. Look, Jorgamo again, he knows where the space is. He knows where they've been having issues dealing with their prowlers, but he's not going to win the duel. Calm, quick on the trade, however. However, again, it's instantly back. Well done from Heretics to keep that one in control. And you mentioned the man of the moment. He's got another kill on the board.
And potentially another with BCJ sad here. That spike was spotted moments ago. He saw Kellogg's run back, but still committing to this position. I mean, you got to rely on Boostio. He hasn't found that kill, and now he knows there's going to be an op train down, and this is a tough fight to win. And with BCJ going down, the chances turn to 0, 6 to 6.
6-6. All right.
Mark, we are next.
I gotta clean my ears, guys. Give me a second.
Yeah, I think a decent resurgence coming in from Team Heretics. 20 kills on the board as well for Kellogg's. Just an incredible display coming through from him. And that's sort of the question I have, Mitch, is there any player that the desk is thinking of highlighting here? Like anyone you've thought of, GB?
Fellas, I'm just gonna tell you right now, that was fun. I enjoyed every single freaking round of that. Yep. From the Kellogg's pop-offs to the great ideas we were seeing from EG. But first, let's talk about Kellogg's, because Tom had a great point on the cast. This is a player that is, he's kind of a win con for this team, and if he pops off, the team finds success, and my goodness, he's popping off.
I mean, we were talking about it in the pre-show, like we need to see a strong performance from him and not have him fall flat. Oh boy, has he just
Yo, Josh, are you still here?
My guy's full fizzy soda.
How is this guy 20 and 6, 20 kills, 6 deaths, and his team is the one that was losing 4 to 6?
At one point, he was
Like,
2 kills per round. He's
come on.
going
Anyways, like I said,
if he puts his eyes on somebody,
guess what I found?
Yeah, every time EG had a good plan, Kellogg's was set up to be in the right place at the right time to miraculously get 3 or 4 kills.
I wonder if you're ready.
Wild rounds away. But as we look
I wonder if you're ready.
about some of those plans, because
Woo!
came in with something funky here. They
It's gonna be insane.
Now, doubtful since they were playing it without a breach or a KO, but the synergy that they found with the fade pick, I was actually really impressed with. Take a look at this one.
Fastest way to erase that long text message that you are not too embarrassed to send.
Rather than throwing backspace and rid of the horror,
use
an iPhone in your
and they get that space, are able to play the post plan, which they were absolutely excellent
use an
at
iPhone and you're
throughout
struggling
this
with this
entire
message.
If you use an iPhone and you're struggling with this message,
you need to turn this feature off right now.
You need to turn this feature off right now.
The iPhone's
Go back
live.
around with the shorty, win the fight. Another opportunity here. Fatal, that player back sight in Kellogg's, he's going to be absolutely deafened. And the Yoru is going to just teleport straight behind him, flash on in, and get himself a nice little free kill there. There were some really cool ideas in the first half, but now the question is, how do they translate this into the second? Because that's where Yoru tends to struggle on this map. Normally you just think, we go for the rotations with it, you can sometimes play gambits, but with the way Kellogg's is playing, I don't know if I'm confident in this.
Yeah, I would happen to agree with you on that one. Kellogg's is on fire, and if he continues to play in this manner, watch out EG. It is going to be a barn burner, but this is the best way to wake up in the morning, baby. I'm loving this. Let's send it back over to the casters.
Well, it sure has been an exciting first half. It's not often you see a player go 20-6, and it's even at the half. That's a rarity.
It's not even the champions winner either. That's the crazy thing about it. No, I definitely agree with Mimi, though. This is where I want to see what EG have truly come up with when it comes to that Yoru pick. Because defensively, I'm going to be honest, most of the time, hot trash. So I hope they have some ideas.
Yeah, it was a good first half, but now this is where the challenge comes in. Flash used as a support for his teammates, and they're actually double peeking.
Oh my God.
Effectively turning this into a 2-lane fight, double peeking them down and leaving EG in a 4 versus 3 versus 1. It shouldn't be possible for Boo, but a few well-placed headshots and those odds could quickly turn into his favor.
A few well-placed headshots. That's it.
At this point.
There's a firing squad waiting on the other side, though, and the spike down.
Yeah. I think he's more wary of somebody coming in on the flank, but he still has his cam available if he wants to use it to try and find out pieces of information. There's also the turret on short towards Art, so he's not going to be able to get too much information going in that direction either.
Man wanted that camera, bro.
From EG set up, stacked up, ready to trade. He has to do something crazy.
I'd love a comparison of him and Kellogg's in this scenario. Kellogg's would have already swung them and just tried to headshot. Probably would have headshot them all. Boo goes back, gets his camera, gets his utility. He waits for it to be back online so he can spot them, figure out where they are. Give a ton of information, but it's worth maybe they went back to A side at this point, right? So it's worth putting down. He's given himself every advantage. This is
Bro, what kind of lineup is this? Oh, come on.
But, you know, I love watching him try.
Like, you could tell he's a smart player. Unfortunately, I don't think it would be a smart player that wins that card.
No. He's like a world-class pilot on a sinking ship. It's not much use, really.
Yeah. But either way, another
world-class pilot in a sinking ship. That's one way to, you know.
Like having that initial setup, the flash, even just having the extra utility to give them advantages, and unfortunately,
EG with the lead, EG with the lead. Let's go, let's go.
Not being ready for such an aggressive stance. Now, that's something they're going to have to be prepared for, because again, you've got a Yoru jet on one side. You have to take map control. You have to pressure, because if you're left defending, sat back, you have basically no utility that's going to help you.
That is true, you know, for EG at this point. The one thing I'm looking at, though, is their utility versus Heretics, right? The control that they can keep playing this Killjoy. When they initially locked it in, they had a Cypher on their roster as well. That would have been wild to start on attack, but luckily, that wasn't the real comp. Here we go. Good damage by Ethan. He's down with a pistol. What? 3 kills!
He's playing a Frenzy and a Stinger. That shouldn't be allowed. There should be a rule that you're only allowed to have one of those guns at a time.
It's actually sickening. He runs out of ammo after doing 150 damage and goes, hey, I'm not done, boys. I got another mag loaded up.
I don't think I saw that.
8-6 EG.
It's not a thinking thing. I didn't see that. Bloody hell.
How much damage?
All right, let's see.
I mean, it's just basically flawless on the
Oh
way.
my God.
He's gone into a bulldog here, and I fear what he's going to do with it.
I like Potter, man. Potter is so mom-like.
Over the last couple. It's nice to see that obviously we've got the Brazilian games coming up after this, but the arena's already starting to pack out. I'm enjoying it. They're enjoying what Valorant we've got to offer so far, but I'm sure it's only going to get louder as the day goes on.
No pun
But
intended.
they're given a good match so far.
That they have. But it's not over yet. Remember, this was EG's map pick.
I'm also just remembering yesterday. Started good, went downhill.
EG choosing this map, now being on defense with a comp that, I'm going to be honest, not many people have probably prepped against this comp. It's not something that you're going to be very used to what your opponents are trying to do on the other side. In fact, a lot of this game might be just figuring out what ideas they have, just like we've been trying to do. It's a challenge, certainly, and, you know, it's a challenge for us. They don't have X-Ray. At least I hope they don't.
100 Thieves wins lock-in, man.
Already, opening pick going to Heretics. Now remember, weaker weapons
100 Thieves
here,
wins lock-in. No doubt.
Yeah, just trying to get that little bit of extra space. Com in the right position at the right time. He's tagged desperately low, but in fact, the pressure's coming in from behind. BCJ's managed to catch another one. Now, finishing any advantage that was there, but Kellogg's lurking through the back lines. This should be for free. An easy kill to turn it back into a 3v3 scenario. Com still in an aggressive spot. He finds another, drops the spike on the ground, and now they have the Pincer, have them surrounded. It's all up to Kellogg's, and even he can't win this round.
Oh, that is insane.
Unbelievable.
That is insane, bro.
Off with weaknesses and a pick for Team Heretics, and it crumbles. And of all the rounds for that to happen, and remember, they didn't manage to do a ton of damage. There's no way he's playing an Odin. BCJ, come on, man. Come on, don't do this to me. Don't play with my heart. I'm looking at the stage right now. He's in astral form. He's not got a ton of time to sell that. I hope he's not going to dominate if he's going to play it.
He can wallbang art. I've seen a couple of people do that.
Stop it, BCJ, what are you planning, my man? Let's have a look. Okay. I've never seen a man play that position with an Odin. He's just ready to go. And in this spot, it's dangerous. He'll wallbang this with a Phantom. When you're talking about an Odin, it's like he's out in the open. He is just going to be dealing so much damage on the way through.
I really love the idea, though. The Kellogg's like somehow gets into the site, kills him, and then picks that. That would be my favorite thing that just happened.
Take it easy on the spam, bro.
I would almost bet everything I own that Kellogg's would not pick it up. Even with the Sheriff, I think he would just roll with the Sheriff.
He's like, hey, Mixwell, you want to gun?
Yeah, it's not his kind of weapon, you know. He likes to be quick on his feet and tap.
He likes to be, yep.
Crouch in a corner and just.
Well, that's my main worry as well going into this half, is that he now needs to be the tip of the spear. And unless you're having the greatest game of all time, dashing into sites and getting 4 kills, not really possible.
Yeah, it's a little different for Ethan with the way he's able to set himself up and the utility he's got, the barrage of players that come with him, and alternating angles.
It was still impressive when he was doing it on the Yoru, so
it
that's
was,
the thing.
Absolutely. But then, when it comes to Kellogg's, it's much more one-dimensional. You got to dash forward. You can't just appear in their spawn. And let's see what he can do here. Great flash by Ethan. What a setup. 2 kills for his trouble. Down
Gets
goes
another one.
Delay a little longer, and there's only 20 seconds left on that clock. They have got to get going now. That first duel doesn't go too bad, nor does the second. They're back in control.
The spam's going to get rid of him, though. Tensei actually comes out from BCJ. That Odin has actually worked out for them. Trying to get that plant again. Boo just needs to defend. Mixor will be able to get it down, somehow turning it 2v2.
He's dodged the flash! There's the wallbang from BCJ. He's in astral form. Weapon out, not on time. Boo has a chance.
Oh my God!
Delivered! Boo!
No way!
Saved the round for Heretics.
No way!
Not out yet.
It's just ridiculous. 2 kills from Ethan at the beginning.
You've
think it's
got to be kidding me.
They have 20 seconds to run into the site. The site is currently
They lose the
spread with
spike.
swarms, and they just entry in. Then you even have the fact that the Odin manages to find a couple of kills as well.
Oh, no.
Oh.
45 HP
at the end.
45 HP.
That is insane.
Run spraying the corner. He's dead. Of course, like, you don't know he's that HP. There's a lot of math that has to be done on the spot, and you're focused on a bunch of different things, but that has got to be devastating. All right, Rolling Thunder. They're not messing around here. Straight into the side.
Oh,
and
it's
Kellogg's,
gorgeous.
he has just embarrassed BCJ. But he had plenty of friends here to help him out, and look at the spot.
What?
Oh, Poke flashes this round have been fantastic. Boostio, he's only going to be able to drop the KO to the floor. They haven't managed to get him back.
What?
Another pick coming through. This is actually a 2v2 for a second. Eventually that res is found and the Astral utility will help them out.
Coming in on that Cosmic Divide's just left them in such a bad spot. No flashes for Ethan. Getting back in here is going to be tough. They're basically just
man. What the hell?
And any attempt made here is denied. EG don't even make it past that ultimate. And just like that, a 2v2 retake isn't even attempted. With Heretics surviving after getting that extra player, we're in such a lovely spot.
See, I don't know. Obviously, Zeke's second flash was sick. I don't know if the first flash was his as well. But not only did they have the Rolling Thunder into the backlines, which makes me think it probably was his flash because Mixwell was around the corner doing the Rolling Thunder, but there was a flash into that back corner that meant BCJ was not only stunned up, but completely blind.
Dug out.
And then the flashback through was even better on the second time around. Heretics, this is the thing. In the first half, I'll be honest, we were kind of looking at that as the Kellogg show. The last couple of rounds have been anything but.
Kellogg's finished the last half, 20 kills and 6 deaths on the board. He's got 22.
That's the flash. The flash went off just behind it.
Gorgeous. Yeah, that's something that it takes a lot of time sitting on those customs just to get that
There's
out.
There's about a million other times where he gets stunned by the ult and flash, and he's just stood in the side completely blind. It's like,
okay, good opening pick. There's Kellogg's gone again.
Yeah, Kellogg's gone.
About this guy being first man in, how he's going to be that sacrificial lamb, and this time he's traded his life for a bit of mid control.
Yeah, the thing is, the purchase here again.
So that's what you meant to do as a duelist, man. Really treat your life, man. I love my life, bro.
There we go. Jungamo even having his Blade Storm online, so he has to double up. Now, Mixwell has spotted out BCJ. They're able to isolate him in the last round, but this time it might be a little bit more tricky. He does have support, although Jorgamo's peak is caught by Zeke.
He's going to have a Nightfall at least. He's caught 2 of them in Art and 1 further outside. I mean, at this point, best bet to swing to the other side is even going to be canceled out by a probable rotation. You've got a 4 versus 4 right now, and you can see with Killjoy utility on B, they're still going to stack up that second player. If anything, for Heretics, just delaying this has ended up with a slightly easier A-take.
And the thing is as well, they have plenty of utility still to deal with BCJ. They know exactly where he is, stunned into the corner. I think they still have an aftershock as well, so he's going to be somewhat stuck in the mud. I don't think it's going to connect him. He's still just sat there. I don't know if they're going to expect it anymore. The flash is fantastic as well. And the point comes out from the SMG.
How didn't that hit him?
Tiny gap behind the aftershock, and EG steal the round.
Well, that's the problem. You know, you come in not playing the duelist at times, and we heard from Heretics when it came to the games before and some of the conversations we've had that, you know, it's something that you'll get a ton more utility to bring with you. Having someone like Mixwell on a breach.
That is insane.
You're in a ton of trouble.
Such a tiny
it's enough for one player to sit in. If he is an inch, a pixel forward, a pixel to his right, I think even, he's taken down. But that's all it comes down to, and it cost them the round this time at such a crucial moment as well. 10-8 now on the board, and the Heretics are on their last legs economically.
It's been a tougher second half for Kellogg's.
Yeah, it has. It has.
He's either full speed ahead or he's completely missing. Those are the 2 sides to this man. There's very little in between.
That's right.
But he has managed to get the space this
Either getting real value or not any at all.
Is he actually going to go in here? I think he might just have to hesitate a little bit as the rest of the team is still sort of pushing those rotations. I'm also looking at Ethan's deep control. He can very easily TP back into the site if needed, but he might just catch someone off guard. You
know, it's especially the turret. The turret here is just giving it away. They are looking as if they're retake B. They've got a Killjoy on site and a turret watching for a long push, but instead it's Ethan watching long. Boo's caught completely off guard. Boostio's able to grab 1, 2, and now took in for a little more. Ethan's eventually going to deal with Avova, and this is now looking done and dusted. Kellogg's has to do it all with that Blade Storm, and nothing will be found. 11-8, and that was Team Heretics putting all their credits into a round. This is looking like EG might just close it out.
Yep.
Solid hold as well. And as you said, a nasty little setup to almost bait them into believing some of those spots were clear. Boostio playing fantastically around his own utility as well, just to give him those little edges when it comes to taking the fights on the angles and giving that extra space over to Ethan, who is having a worldie of a game. By the way, he is 1 kill behind Kellogg's, who was basically ruling the server in the first half.
You can see the morale certainly high here for EG. Potter feeling good after the plays.
I'll be honest with you, I think they could be losing this 10-0, and Potter would still be smiling. Potter is always smiling.
That's what you need, and with this team especially, you know, it's just a bunch of
Apex Legends making a comeback.
EG. They've got
That's
big
nice.
smiles on their face with 2 rounds left to go to close this out, facing up against what should be an anti-eco for them.
18 years ago, YouTube was created. Holy smokes, YouTube is old.
Even thinking of Heretics' ult economy, it's not like that's coming online anytime soon either. I mean, they need a lot to bail them out of this.
Kellogg's. He's bought himself a judge. That's what I'm looking at right now.
Yeah. That's an interesting idea. So hold on. Oh no. Heretics have given Kellogg's a judge. Think about it. They took the A site before, and it was successful on Kellogg's dashing in. They tried to do breach utility clear when Kellogg's got picked off early round. That didn't work at all. So now, well, give Kellogg's a judge and just go dashing into the back of A, kill BCJ. EG have a different idea. They're actually getting aggressive themselves, and it looks like Heretics have spread out for a default. Whether it's going to be a late round execute to try and get Kellogg's in there, I don't know. But what will happen if they do decide to go to A is they'll have a lot of problems. There's 3 players sitting here, and again, we've seen the same setup from EG in the pistol round. Yoru Flash as a support, and then the other 2 players are peeking down, essentially turning this into 2 laneways for them.
This is similar.
They got to save again. Okay.
They just have a perfect setup on EG to just basically pop a flash and leave the players on the other side completely screwed, and they are walking directly into this trap. EG couldn't be more prepared.
This was the idea from Heretics. They thought it at the start, called it off for a retake play, and now so much value has to be found by these attackers, and they're not expecting another player. There's the flash and a decimation on A long,
it's just done.
Shutting down any hope for Heretics here.
It's just done. How the hell did they push up that far?
Now he's the last man standing in a 1v4, Stinger in hand. He's managed to sneak by them, but BCJ, well, I think he should be aware that timing could have gotten them, but they're not accounting for it just yet. No one's watching the angle. Oh, no, boom!
You didn't just miss that, man.
You know,
oh,
Stinger,
no.
It's not what it used to be. Let's just leave it at that.
No.
Oh, man.
Yep.
You got to set for more players, you know? You got to set for more players, man.
Oh, here we go. Okay, good. From the other perspective, at least. No, that's the first bit.
This is early. It's coming. It's coming.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Wait, they didn't show it. Free play guys are being nice.
God damn.
Oh my God.
I love it.
Is this what morning games are like? It's just that when we get to the end of
they
the
get
day,
salty as the day goes on.
I think I'm beginning to develop a
I've seen
gut,
too many whiffs
guys.
today.
Like, my tummy is just a little bit flabby.
5 whiffs
I don't like
a day.
that, man.
If there's a
The hell?
6th one, you're going on stream.
Oh, this
my.
is followed. Kellogg's is completely blind, but I guess it doesn't matter. So was Jorgamo on the other side. Nice shot from Ethan. He hasn't been missing too many. Now, Com. This is
And that was coming. That wasn't Jugging I was looking at.
Sat back, but things have slowed down. There's not really a reason for Heretics to continue to push this. They found a Rolling Thunder with the ult orb for Mixwell, and they already have a man advantage.
Yeah, I gotta respect Kellogg's, man. He just doesn't stop. He went forward, got hit by every PC utility. Even when he got flashed again, he went, I'll just dash forward.
Yo, Bagden Can, what's up, man? How you doing? Welcome.
He was already dead.
Welcome
he wasn't
back.
happy with that. He's like, guys, I was blind during all that fight. I'm just gonna peek the site. I'll look for a little
I
bit
bet you're checking your video views like every hour or something like that.
This round is
You know?
almost locked in. I see BCJ
Maybe not.
shifting
Who
back over
knows?
here, but if Calm goes out for this peak, he better be hitting everything. Only a couple seconds left.
I am.
And it looks like he's gonna call the retreat.
How it is, man. It's not going up. I know. Montage is I'm happy you did a very good montage. You know, sometimes hold on. The wall bang not doing anything, man.
Into a 2v2 we go. Com has managed to hold onto some ground. He's pressuring onto Zeke. The spike plant will
Ooh,
come.
this flank.
Boostio in behind.
This might not be expected. So many angles to consider at this point. They know where Calm is.
At this point, if they clear this, they know, okay, someone's holding art. Someone's got to be holding, you know, backside, you know.
Like they're taking their own control. That set them up nicely, actually,
man.
for avoiding this killjoy ult. They don't need to worry too much about it. Sure, Zeke might be.
Wait, can't someone hear you reloading?
He might even catch them on the way through. It's the timing. It's absolutely everything here. It comes down to just one man left, and he's being detained. No! Zeke!
Don't do it!
He's been caught out!
Oh, he was so convinced that his teammate would be able to survive. The defuse gonna go through in the last second or so. And honestly,
wait, that was 12?
I'm just happy it wasn't a knife.
I thought that was 11. I really am not paying attention, am I?
As well, but the risk not taken. The map closed out, and EG experienced the roar of the crowd.
So it's not Vamos, it's Vamo. Sometimes they say Vamos, right? I think they do.
How Kellogg started this map? That is insane. Ethan even managed to top Kellogg's performance. 3 kills in the whole second half from Kellogg's, not Ethan.
Yeah.
He was insane.
Yeah, I think obviously we have to sort of premise it with being that attacker
Ethan,
much tougher for your own individual ability.
Hey, I'll say this,
You're
though,
playing
being
2 duelists, Jet and Yoru.
That's all I need to say. Being a Yoru, damn hard, and he did it here. So I loved every play I saw from this guy. Every single one was just such a treat. So much
Oh man! Oh my God!
Off comms, picked out just to kind of throw your opponent off guard. You might have.
Hey yo, Zumke, welcome back, man.
But ultimately, it ends up just being kind of a pathetic pick. Here,
oh man!
Game changing.
Yeah, no, this was a really nice setup from EG. Clearly had a lot of ideas. Their after plants, once they were able to get into them, were fantastic. And in a lot of cases, it came down to these sort of
man, Ethan.
Less experienced players and go, are they going to be able to cope with this? Well, some of the plays from Com, for example, his
EG isn't here to play, guys. EG ain't here to play. Who won? EG.
Fall back and hold at the right
13-8.
He was playing like someone who's been on this stage 100 times before, so I am thoroughly impressed with what we've seen from EG in this map. But what I will say now is, there's only so much you can do to surprise.
I like jogging moment.
There's a little bit
Looks
more.
like a really cool guy.
To ascent, that's where I'm going to be excited to see what they've got, because I think Heretics still had a pretty good showing, playing up against something that you're not really going to have seen or played against much before.
This man's hair, bro.
I don't know if EG are going to be that creative.
Yeah, no, I think realistically, Ascent, it's just so much more grounded as a map, you know? And you come into this map with a Yoru, definitely...
Oh, Ascent is next up.
But no doubt EG have the...
I want Heretics to win because I picked them in my pick'ems. Yeah. I like those guys, Mixwell, Kellogg's. What team were they on before? Were they on G2 or Team Liquid? No, I think they were G2. They were G2, but since G2 got dropped, they, you know, I guess bottom, or you know, got sent over to this team Heretics. But yeah, I mean, I want a close game, but I think I still want EG to win. I want EG to win. Oh my lord. I'm new to Valorant. I'm hearing there's a night market. When is it? I think I heard February 24th. What's up, Zay? How you doing today? I woke up like, I don't know, 11:30 because I slept late. I was unpacking and doing a bunch of, you know, bunch of stuff, man. You can see my curtains behind, you know. I've started bringing, you know, like before it was set up. I also have to take out my lights, like my LED lights on my wall, stuff like that. I think that's going to rip out the paint. I just hope my building doesn't, like, you know, charge me for that, man. That would be so terrible. That would be so terrible. I don't need that in my life. I don't need that expense. I guess I'll listen to something my friend said before, which is to use some kind of pins, you know, when you put in LED lights instead of like using the actual you know, adhesive on the back of the thing, you know. But anyways, we'll see. Woo, how's everyone doing? This is an artistic piece, VCT LOCKIN. Oh man, I've not been feeling the wait, what did I just do? Oh, there we go. Because the music stopped. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. How's everyone doing today? It's Wednesday. I hope you're enjoying the midweek what now? Hope your week has been great so far. I gotta make some calls, man. Make some texts. You know, probably the earlier I do it, the better, man. Predictions for the other matchups. I'm not watching the second one. I'm not watching this MIBR or MBR. MIBR versus Talon. I can't. Actually, let's throw this here. But I'll be back for the Genji versus Loud. I really hope the MBR versus Talon is very long. You know, because I'm trying to pack stuff. I gotta give some things out, and you know, I'm gonna need time to handle all of that. You know, figure out, you know, the food I'm eating. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff I gotta figure out. So I gotta focus on that. I don't really have a, you know, a horse in this race or a dog in this. Is it? Can you say a dog in this fight? I think it's a horse in this race, right? I don't know why I feel like a dog in this fight is a thing. Let me Google that real quick. I don't have a dog. Yeah, there's a dog in this fight. You know, yeah, to not have an interest in a conflict. Yeah, I don't have a dog in this fight. Yeah. So, yeah, that's my answer to that. Oh, they're back.
And that was an awesome game to watch. From the beginning, the ideas that were being implemented to just Kellogg's and then Kellogg's and more Kellogg's until we couldn't talk about them anymore. But yeah, let's just go ahead and break things down here, Seth. And, you know, I'll start with you on this because I think, you know, going into this, we were a little worried what were going to be some of the win conditions here for Heretics. We knew Kellogg's was going to be a standout player for them, but we were also hoping to see more of the Heretics players step up as well, especially in that defense.
Yeah, it was a bit of a quieter performance from them, especially going into the second half. Just didn't quite see them finding their footing. Only 2 rounds picked up on that attacking side. And it was a bit rough. We'll get into Kellogg's a little bit more later on, but for EG, we had questions about how they were going to pilot that Yoru on the defender side, and it ended up being really damn good.
Yeah, I think what was interesting about their solution was it wasn't really centered around the Yoru. Instead, it was just excellent site anchoring from both BCJ and Busio. Every time that Heretics was going for one of these fast site executes, these guys were getting at least a few kills to keep those rounds favorable for EG. And that made it very difficult for Heretics, because I think a lot of their game plan in this half with the really heavy initiator comp was, okay, we're going to dive on in, we're going to push Kellogg's forward with a dash, we're going to get an entry and just kind of follow our way into the site, which I think normally is good against this kind of double duelist composition, but EG was just shutting it down consistently.
Yeah, I think we saw a little bit of growing pains.
Oh, I'm actually surprised the ball is bouncing so well. Let's go. I can't wait to play table tennis. I can't wait to not just play table tennis, but destroy my friends on table tennis, man. I'm going to just wreck them, you know. I was good back in the day. I don't know how good I am right now, but my friends can't be that good. I just know I'm the guy, you know.
Shut down this player.
I don't think I'm the fastest. I can't play basketball. I suck at basketball. That's one where I also don't play football, so I also kind of, you know, I'm alright there. I think I'm a good defender.
Strong anchors from EG. I see this
you know, I never got to play football enough to be proficient at it. But looking forward to this new life in Ottawa. I haven't told my friends in Ottawa here that I'm living.
sacrificial lamb, and oftentimes those trades weren't really coming through.
All right, well, let's go ahead and
I got to see them like one last time, right?
High speed going here for our Verizon high speed moment of the match.
I really don't know.
I mean, it's going to go to Kellogg. Seth, what this kid was pulling off was ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, he dashes away, goes for the updraft, comes in, and just cleans up house.
That is insane.
That is
insane. Oh, it's possible to see from different perspectives. Oh my god.
Just quick play from him. This is the kind of plays that we were seeing consistently throughout that first half to set him up to have those 20 kills. You can see the pop-up was there, but unfortunately, the energy very quickly once they got over onto that attacking side. He just didn't quite have enough backing him up to be able to make plays like that when they were trying to get into the side.
You can tell that Kellogg's missed land, though. Walking out, just getting the crowd pumped up, popping off after every play. He is loving it right now, but he's going to need to maintain that performance for map number 2.
Yeah, he definitely feels like a natural out there for sure. Speaking of naturals, one player who is also, you know, pretty strong and a solid rock for this team is Jogamo. We're actually going to be checking him out with a little in-game warm-up for our aim lab shoot-around. Gives us an opportunity to talk more, you know, about Jogamo because Jogamo, he wrote it 3 different ways, by the way. Just want to let everyone know at home.
Jogamo,
some of all the parts of Evil Geniuses rather than just Jogamo, the superstar, like he was in previous iterations of this roster.
Yeah, and I was wondering if that was going to change because, well, he was always the superstar you could point to. EG's strength was always in their coordination and how every single player was contributing. But even though they're adding a lot more experience, kind of tier 1 big name players like Ethan and BCJ, they've kept to that standard of having absolutely everyone show up in these games.
That they have, I mean, just great team effort overall from the side of EG, so I'm looking forward to seeing some more of it. I mean, especially though, since we do have Ascent coming up, talking about more eyes on him
keyboard. I like his keyboard.
Saw, you know, like the buzz and whatnot going absolutely crazy on that map. Kushner as well.
Music is slapping, so dude. I was about to say, man, I like
plays coming out.
All right, well, as we get ready for our second map,
I've taken some, what do you call it, some
picks up and we'll see what we're going to be playing
clips because I want to go back and actually check my stream and like Shazam it.
I'm really looking at the rest of Heretics. We know you got the skill. Zeke is a world champion.
Even is the decider. Oh.
Calling pretty solid and also hitting some nasty shots himself.
He really impressed me individually in that
map. He did. And I think that there was a lot of positives maybe to take away from that. But that is a 13-8 loss for Heretics.
Oh, copyright free. Nice joke, dude.
But they don't have a lot of time to think about it. And they got to have this game plan solid, laid out, because you know EG has one of their own.
Yeah, and Ascent is another one of those maps where you can really take over one half. You were talking about that earlier, Seth, and for this side of Heretics, they need to get this attack side calling down.
Yeah. Needs to be clean if they want to be walking away with the win. I mean, granted, this is their map pick, so we should anticipate that they're going to be a little bit more prepared. But I think this is certainly not.
Boost your Phoenix, come on, Boost your Phoenix, boost your Phoenix, come on. Boost your Phoenix, come on. Phoenix. Oh man, boring. They're playing the exact same comp though.
Normalcy on both these sides.
Ethan, okay, Juggernaut playing Jet. Kellogg's playing Jet. Alright.
Down to prep, mid-round adjustments, and just raw aim.
Yeah, Kellogg's
anyone's game round.
Kellogg's has been here before. This is his time to show us what he's got, because this is Jajima's first rodeo. Kellogg should be able to shut it down.
And if there's a player to step up in that moment, we already saw it in game 1, it could very well be Kellogg. So let's now go ahead and send it back to your casters for map number 2. I hope they're having a good time, because I sure as hell am. It's Mitch and Tom.
I want them to take map 2.
I had a bad time when you're around. Come on. We're having a great time up here, and I gotta say the one thing that's confused me a little bit though, and that agent select, Zeke.
Yeah, I see. Like, I will agree with Mimi in the fact that in terms of the agents
production
chosen, they are normal.
Normal agents, all good.
In terms of the people who have chosen those agents, not so much. Zeke playing a Killjoy is something that has literally never happened before, and I can only really read into it the fact that Mixwell was brought in.
What team was Zeke on? I gotta know, bro.
I'll be honest with you, it wasn't amazing. So now they've switched that role between multiple different players. Boo was playing it in the
what kind of yo, Biking Can, do you know the genre this kind of songs are in?
Very interchangeable in their roles.
I really don't know.
Whether or not
the songs have genres. What has genres? Is it movies? songs
but
have.
again, we haven't seen him since then, right?
Yeah.
So
I can't remember. I don't know, man.
That's what a team is. You're not always going to come in playing your primary
Is
role.
that like
Let's see how this one
EDM?
goes already. Team Heretics taking it right into the site. Kellogg's good for one. The trade is clean. The nano delays the rest of the team. It looks like Boostio might even get out. He's been spotted though, and that's a clean kill.
Yeah, again,
4v3.
That one coming through from Mixwell. That's happened a couple of times. So they have
Man,
a
this
lot of
Kellogg's guy is a
flash and dash
maniac. I
setups
like the
coming
guy.
out
The guy's gonna make me want to play
give
Jet.
Kellogg's that opener. The fact that they managed to get a second one,
I
though,
don't
that
think I
makes
see
it
anybody
interesting.
more
Ethan has
explosive-ish than the guy, man.
Now he's got a frenzy, so obviously the range is not really going to be in his favor. So I don't know how much further than this he's going to be able to go. And it seems like they're waiting for him, just watching. And with him being spotted, he now has the decision to almost fall back.
Yeah, I mean, EG don't really have the ability to contain here. And, well, Jogamo, they've popped the nade down. That's going to delay a little longer, but they've still got a bit of time. Those spams through the smoke, on the other hand, massive damage. 13 HP left on Zeke, 68 on Mixwell. And what was previously, I mean, 10 seconds. Oh, there's going to be a fight in mid. And that's gone Team Heretics' way despite the low HP. BCJ left on 30, and he's got 2 opponents to deal with. Mixwell low. Look, this has been a scrappy round so far. But they're still in with a chance on EG.
BCJ desperately low on health. Needs an instant kill, and he's not going to get anything for it. Heretics have got themselves, I
and
believe,
somebody
their
got
first win in this series.
125 shield. Are you
One of the main
kidding me?
problems in the last map is
Are you
they
kidding?
started things
How
off
could he buy
incredibly slow.
100
Now, I'll be
shield
honest with
and
you,
still buy
in
a
terms of this
sheriff?
series, this will be the map that
No, I mean a
level
ghost. That's
playing
crazy.
field in terms of individual brilliance in the last map, I feel like a lot of it came around them having some really cool setups.
Okay, he probably picked it up. Probably picked it up.
Default ground when we're on Ascent, and that's where I think individually we've seen some very good stuff from the side of Heretics. It's whether or not there's been those same sort of creative ideas on the side of EG.
This map is what's his name? Bloody hell.
Yeah,
Ethan's map though.
with the clear intention from
Ethan
Heretics
is
to fight
insane
this
on
side of
Ascent.
watching for mid and B with just one player. That's Zeke
Ethan
holding
is
it down
insane
on
on
his own. I think it's
Ascent.
going to be interesting to see how
Don't
this
ever
pans
underestimate
out.
that guy.
Zeke playing the Sentinel and Mixwell on the Initiator, because we have a position here where Mixwell, in the previous round when he popped that support flash for Kellogg's, he's last man into the site there. This is leaving, so basically, he can't do that if he's lurking, right? If he was playing a Killjoy over on B, it would have to be Zeke last guy in, if he's the flash, to play that exact role. So I almost feel like there could be a possibility Mixwell's taking this so Zeke can play more aggressive, almost, on the attack side with that Killjoy. Why have they lost so many players?
Oh my god, try to knife him! Try to
This is
knife
one of
him!
the messiest rounds I think I've ever seen. What? BCJ just reads it in the smoke, and he's dropped the spike on the ground. Now Zeke does have the Guardian. Maybe not the greatest weapon for close range, but a single bullet will take out one. Trying to fake the time a little bit, and Calm coming up behind him. Time is going to be absolutely everything. Now the alarm bot is down, so it's going to give the information away. It means that this becomes an isolated fight. Spike's going to be retrieved, but he has to almost plant it here. He can't rotate, he can't go anywhere. So he's looking to try and isolate that final duel. And with it getting a little bit awkward, he will finally find it. He knows roughly where that last man is going to be in. The plant should be in. Maybe going to find him with the tag at least. That gives the information over to the other side, and an SMG's been picked up. I don't know if he knows he's close, but he finds the shot anyway. That round shouldn't have been remotely close.
That close, oh my god.
Not even slightly, Tom, not even slightly close. Aggressive play up to A. We said they're stacked up there. There was a danger, but I didn't think they would just bring the danger to them.
They needed a rebel clutch in a round where the opponents had shorties.
48 HP on Evolva there. If he goes down, it's already over. They've got so much control at that point. Luckily,
that was close.
To be that close to a knife. Calm. Calm.
Boostio ran out of bullets.
Let's get a calm cam right away. This guy's going to be coming through. Odin in hand, already with the reveal, and there's the kill. Zeke down and out. No lurking this time.
That's the only rifle on the floor. Now it should
be the Odin actually looks pretty dope. I don't know, did I get it?
Information on basically every single player. I think only Evolva.
I think I had to get the whole set. Yeah, I got the whole set.
As well. Stripped some shields, done some damage. And he's still got plenty of bullets left. He's been spacing out his spams. You don't want to see just people mag dumping 100 bullets into the wall. It's not going to do anything. You know, nobody at this level at least is going to be silly enough to run into the spray. But you use it to periodically deny that control. Now you see the drone go through. And now he can start spamming again. Gets back up on top, and we'll hear the rattle in a moment. Oh, he even had the recon. Then he can do it a little bit later. Look, so here's, oh, this is actually nasty, the recon. He's going to time it. He's playing this perfectly. It just depends whether he decides to go for that spam, or rather, when he does, where he's aiming. And it looks like he's moving back towards a passive B setup instead. So Team Heretics will manage to bypass it for now.
Yeah, they've smoked the alarm bomb as well. So that's not going to be the information there. Just that small piece of utility has managed to put the pressure onto Com. First goes his way with the Odin. He's going to get tagged up and wallbanged as well. Mixo looking good so far. And now the Odin's in enemy hands.
The only rifle they had was a Guardian. You know, they had the chance to spam back at the start of the round, but they did it in the end. And now an Odin picked up for Boo, a recon. Until that's going to be back online.
It's like, let me show you how to use the Odin now.
Even gets a little more dangerous. They're starting to make their way in already, looking for space. Mixwell up close, going to be a massive danger. He's gone for the blade.
Oh my God.
No idea,
it's Ethan.
No iota.
It's Ethan. Oh my goodness. 1 HP, bro.
3-0. They chose an early Odin investment, and they have paid the price.
So, let me get this straight. Team Heretics playing against some shorties, some classics.
The Americas region having dropped a map at LOCKIN 5-0. God damn, we're insane.
And when they run
Let's go
with a Guardian, a Spectre, and a few pistols.
So that 2 and who?
Yeah,
Cloud9.
They win it with a couple of players alive and
NRG.
You've got that one right.
And now this guy's.
Don't know what's so confusing.
Hey yo, Whisper, what's up, man? How you doing?
That's obvious, really.
That's how Valorant
Welcome
works,
to the stream, my guy.
I mean, what can we do?
saw that one coming months ago.
He predicted that.
He actually sent me a message saying they're about to win this round comfortably.
He predicted that in the Halo days. He knew it all. It's not a surprise, man, honestly. He just has to rub his head like a crystal ball and the visions come to him. 3-0 right now. Weak weapons for EG. We know what that means. It's going to be a big round from the defenders. Just kidding. Ustia's already dead. Close corner for Ethan. That's 1 good damage. They need a follow-up, though. And so far, that follow-up's just not there. Nice handled by Heretics all in all. And Mixwell ain't even going to... Ah, yes. He's just about back up.
Yeah, they actually did quite a bit.
All right, 4-0, 4-0. Come on, come on. Potter, what are you cooking up for Ethan, man? Come on.
It's not going to be too big of a deal for Heretics. And you also have to remember the players like Boo, who managed to pick up an Odin in the last round.
Whisper, how you doing, man? Back from school?
So not going to be too much trouble for them. A flyer at the start of Team Heretics. Bear in mind, last map didn't go their way, lost both pistols. They're now 4-0 up. And I'm even more gobsmacked. The man who is leading the charge, this is his first time on this agent. And it's on attack as well.
Like I said, you know, I almost love what they're doing here. I think giving him the freedom to play one side of the map by himself, if I'm picking anyone on their team, well, it's probably Kellogg's, but if I'm picking anyone else on their team, yeah, it's going to be Zeke to go play that role. And of course, Kellogg's often going to be taking the space and being the spear for the team. So I looked at this comp initially and I was like, is this Mixwell just like egoing the agent, being like, hey Zeke, you're going to learn my old role? But no, instead he's actually come in and I think taking a very modest approach to this and said, I'm going to set you guys up.
His breach on the last map was very supportive. Most of the time he was not in a position at all to take any fights. So it's an interesting start. I also think for EG they need to bounce back now.
Can we see Mixwell right now? He's setting up a knife, I think. It's going to be a far one. He's just chucked it. That's going to be making its way. Then he's got a follow-up flash for his teammates to go through. They've got a recon up close. That's so much information. A great late round set play. They'll still have 1 cycle of utility coming online from post plan, but
okay,
gotta get onto his site, and they've lost Kellogg's.
Yeah, just to peek through the edge of the smoke.
That's a great shock dart as well.
That's a great shock dart, man. Do they have a silver? Nah, not enough. None of the silvers have their ults.
With the utility they have, they're waiting to the last second to throw down.
I can't remember what team this com guy played on, but I've seen him before.
They're not going to be able to get much of the space whatsoever. And now the remaining players of EG could start pushing back into the site. The turret has just managed to get a kill. And there's only 10 seconds for them to get this spike down. In fact, they have to go back and retrieve it.
All they need to do is deny it. It has to come in here and now. And it's done. They've already conceded. They knew the plant couldn't be secured.
Why couldn't the plant be secured?
Will go to EG. Phenomenal stuff.
Didn't they start planting?
We saw Team Heretics with their late round info play for mid. Again, perfectly timed at about the 50-second mark to give you that last cycle of utility when you come to either a site push or to playing post plan. but instead they run into this unstoppable defense.
The thing I love
Damn.
is how late all of that was utility.
Oh,
turret.
Turret. He died to a turret. Nah. That's some bullshit, man.
What is this? Why are you fighting this with
Oh my god.
Jorgamo's found on the other side of the map as well. He gets dinked instantly and still swings.
Tom, all I'm going to say is if I try that in ranked, you are going to scream at me for the next
because you'll
minute.
die.
I know,
Instantly.
but it's a play, and I've seen it a pro play. I'm going to do
Also,
it right now.
you don't have the dart that
Gorgeous.
gets in the...
That is also, yes, that is also very accurate, but I don't need to hear your negativity. What a gorgeous play from Calm. I'm really enjoying this early round Odin. Look,
I don't know who is who.
they have the advantage, and Team Heretics do not seem to be getting any ground.
Right there, I don't know who's talking.
Another player dropped the spike.
I think right now this is the guy on the right talking.
It's like reading a children's novel. This should be easy as can be for EG. Not taking a step wrong to close.
Yeah, really nice round from Jordan.
All right.
Being able to almost
they've shut down these guys, man. They've shut down these guys. 4-2, 4-2. Let's see how it goes.
Force them back and almost shimmy them back towards the B site, and in the meantime he gets aggressive. So while they're losing mid control on the attack, they're also being pressured in B main, but they don't expect that. They're trying to reclaim positioning. So
he should have died so much earlier.
Yes, he got dinked instantly. He literally got headshot through the wall at the very first second and then went, no, I'm still going to swing this.
You will literally see like an op holding that angle given less respect from the other team. He's spraying with Node and they're like, I don't want to peek. Oh my god, he's going all the way.
They insta-flash.
Still going.
This is such an aggressive play. They had a dart to set him up as well. Just trying to catch Heretics off guard, and that's exactly what they've done.
Just a full anime battle, everything being thrown at this main.
Did I miss everything?
And in the end, look, they end up barely even, but a quick kill.
Okay.
Pulls it right back.
And Kellogg's is still alive. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see.
And they might be able to
Come on, buddy.
back up, but still two players waiting on the site. Calm. Knows that push can be coming through, and the flash on the other side was actually was that Mixwell's flash?
Yeah, I think so.
Unlucky.
No, it didn't catch him this time. They attempted it before.
3v3.
Hoping for, I think, a very optimistic spam. And already Avova just trying to take the space. The utility is sublime.
Man.
The tags coming through in almost every single scenario. Com's darts have been on.
I think you got to crouch when that thing tags you, man. You got to crouch.
Because he's been catching people every single time.
It's a 4v2. Why did I think it was a 3v3? What the flip?
Waiting in towards the spawn. Boo hoping he can chip them up with a little bit of extra damage, but they have another player watching in case Mixwell tries this exact play.
No, Mixwell, you gotta do what you're doing.
With a man
Do what you're doing,
as
Mixwell.
strong as it is, they just have to understand what part of the map they've conceded control of, and they understood it perfectly. Locking down spawn with two, watching their back, and having a player on site comfortable to stay passive and wait for that drop to come through. There was zero space given to Heretics here, and again, short
4v3 or 4-3, man.
There was never going to be a result that favored them.
This isn't easy, man. Holy smokes.
And a strong start to this map for the attack side of Heretics, but EG quickly on their heels.
Yeah, this is the thing. I will say I imagine Heretics are going to be a fairly momentum-based team in general. But I also think that going into the defense, they could have a really stellar half. That's where you expect to see Kellogg's pull in the operator and really put up the majority of his numbers. And it's where the rest of the team kind of have to step up here. The thing is, though, EG, I sort of said it, like, you're not going to see a mass amount of new stuff when it comes to a set, but they do have some cool set plays. And that little flash not only blinded Zeke, but blinded the turret. So he was able to push all the way up and catch him off guard without any information going the other way. That's just a beautiful little play. And then, after that, he throws down a smoke and they dart behind. So that not only after getting the first kill, he might be able to find more. These are just minute details that EG are putting in because they are so around these sort of set plays from people like Potter, who is, I don't know, he's clearly doing an amazing job.
You know, it even sounds almost less impressive when you consider the fact that, like, these guys didn't just go for it, the play in main, the flash, and then decide to recon. That recon was there from the start. It bounced off. They intended not just to fight for main, but to make that dash play into a cloud burst and then spam them through the smoke with the reveal from the very beginning. I mean, the amount of utility thrown into that early play, look, it's costly, but you're either getting kills, like he did, whiffing, which, you know, you don't have to account for that. And then the other thing is free map control. You spend all that utility and go, nobody here. Let's rotate everyone else to the other side, and they will be none the wiser. just fantastic early play. And like you say, it's when you got someone like Potter sitting there, we've seen the telestrators, the analyst desks in the past, but she's working wonders with this team.
32 teams. I'm just deep in how crazy it is. 32 teams. This might be the only match I watched today, you know, so I can focus on moving stuff. I'm just deep in. Round of 16 is actually what I should, you know, spend more time in. You know, round of 16 quarterfinals, that's when I should be like, okay. Obviously, I'm going to watch 100 Thieves, but, you know, I just realized I've got a lot of stuff to do. I can't, you know, if it's not any, we're not watching for now, you know. It's a good thing Sentinels versus Fnatic, because you know.
Again, catches a couple of players, just getting that information for EG, which they so desperately desire. And in the meantime, just to clear out some of these closer angles, Heretics are going to have to use the drone.
The benefit here, pushing those players back, stealing information from their hands. Look at the response. EG look to fight for short, and Ethan has the perfect flash. Not the perfect execution after, but it's at least got them the info, and that'll get the ult pop. That sent Heretics running to the other side of the map.
Yeah, the thing is, though, the setup's still ready for them. Turret watching, Ethan's also gonna
why don't these guys ever go to someone else's spawn? Because there's no time.
Jorgamo rotating, Com on the cross. They are very ready for this, but Zeke wins the battle. It's traded back in mid. Their lurk is gone, and Zeke now trying to get that bit more aggressive.
Oh my goodness.
As they try and enter the B site.
Yo, Alec, what's up, man? How you doing?
Just moments ago,
welcome to the stream, my guy. Welcome. How you doing today?
Right back into it, and with that streak of rounds, they've put Heretics onto an eco. From 4-0 down, they might just steal the lead out of Heretics' hands. And another gorgeous round. You know, Jorgamo checking for the player up on mid as well with that late of a push, with the fact that they had faked the A player, or at least had been on short not that long ago, and quickly shifted, running away from KO. Still in a player fake A, by the way. After all of that, you don't... I didn't expect the guy to be there, and I could see the mini-map, but he checked it, took the kill, and, well, then the one in spawn. Realizes he's tagged him, switches to the shorty. You gotta love it. This is the chance here for EG to walk away with the lead, and they should get it done. 5 Sheriffs and no ultimates to back them up. Just a from the shadows for Revova, and, well, if you've seen this game before, you know that's not gonna change too much.
See how big the Mitch man curse is today.
Yeah, now watch him like TP right behind someone. They don't hear him somehow.
There'll be a moment now where he needs to steal the spike and take it to the other side of the map.
Plan some 1v5s or something, yeah.
See, even though they didn't spot Zeke, they've spotted the activated turret. They still know that there was a player around this position just moments ago. The knife not really going to give too much.
What's going on with this camera switches, man? It never switches on time. I'm doing pretty good. How are you? I'm doing fantastic, my guy. I'm happy to hear you're doing pretty good. You know, when someone's, you know, usually it's I'm doing good, but to say pretty good, then it must be pretty good. You know? People downplay good. Yeah, like by that I mean when someone is doing good, that means they're actually doing really good. But they say I'm good, and then you're like I'm pretty good, so it must be pretty good, you know.
Up close of overrun. He's got to reload at least. Buys him a little bit more time.
5-4.
There's too many players.
EG's back in this.
4-0 down.
4-0.
Losing a round, they've taken the lead back. This series might be under a little bit of threat for EMEA fans out there.
But that's the thing. As said, I do expect Heretics to be a lot better on the defense of this map. The issue I have is if they just get bodied out of the late stages of this half, I don't know if they have the stones to turn it around.
Oh man, come on, Juggimo. Look at Ethan.
I don't know if they're mentally going to be in it anymore. Especially someone like Helix, as we've said before. He's very up and down, and so far in this game, he has been struggling.
Well, we saw that 20 kills in one half, 3 in the next.
In the defense,
any less than
complete change of roles.
You can't be saying that when we're spitting on your foreheads right now and rubbing it in, you know. That's you know, that's a crazy statement from you, my guy.
There's an opening duel for Kellogg's. This could be the turning point for Team
because of that, Sentinel's gonna whoop Fnatic, man. You had it here first. I love Boaster, but you know, hey, ain't it winning it all, man. And then I'm gonna have 100 Thieves versus Sentinels. Oh, maybe I want 100 Thieves versus Fnatic rematch. Last time 100 Thieves and Fnatic played, I think Fnatic beat 100 Thieves. I could be wrong, but I think so, right?
Oh, VCT, you need to go huge. That's gonna do it. A quick double, but unfortunately, we've seen Mixwell pop the ult. He's right back online. Boostio, though, wants to shut it down, keep those kills in their favor. 3 versus 3, ability to fight back in. Ethan's gonna kill,
Oh my
and
goodness, Ethan.
This
Yo,
be
Miracle,
around
what's
for
up? How you
EG.
doing?
Team Heretics need to find an advantage. They can't just sit down.
Lord,
and wait
no
for
joke,
the
I wanted to
retake.
say NA is better. I mistyped it.
I'm gonna
Mixwell thought they were gonna break the door.
wait for the retake to come through, and here's a problem now. Okay, maybe not. Mixwell's fighting for it. He's trying to make up for that flash. If only he still had one. Time to run away.
Zeke's managed to find one, but he needs his teammate to try.
Oh, 5-5, 5-5. Okay. Okay.
Obviously,
Now you're awake.
It just looks very, very funny. But the fact that he manages to clutch it out in the end, currently sat top of the board, 9 and 7, 13 assists. Come on, guys. I said you do this late in the day. This isn't late in the day.
To be fair, you know what?
He's still clutch. That's all that matters, man.
Like that one. That was a funny one. The fact that he just stared at the door and then went, flash. It's just so crazy. He obviously thought they were about to break it, or his teammate was, whatever.
That was such a weird battle. Both players after the dash waiting for their gun to come out. A lot of damage done onto Kellogg's. A shock dart here would put him in the grave.
Oh.
And there it is.
On the mark.
Oh, I guess nothing. An attempt to try and catch them would have been trapped within it, but it was a sacrificial play, a bit like what Ethan's doing. Two headshots instantaneously. Does he know, though? There's a player on the site. Seemingly not.
No way.
Taking a lot of damage. 2 players tagged up.
Not enough, though.
Is now holding onto that cross. Just making sure that nobody has already made it forward. Giving of over the all clear to try and get this spike down.
Problem's always going to be a player walking down those stairs. Now they know where he is as well, and there's a flank coming through. Boo's in a lot of trouble. 30 bullets left, 27 now, and he's dead. 0 with Boostio dropping him. It's all onto Avova. This man has had more clutches than I can count.
Yo.
It's time to put another on the board.
Okay, okay.
Team Heretics are to hit 6 here. Have any chance of winning the half. That's the first, but in comes the deadly duo, Ethan and Boostio. Low HP on Ethan. Boostio doesn't even need his teammate. Well handled, 6 found. And the lead still possible.
It would have been
for
good
EG
to block that off, you know.
That's the thing. Like,
Playing the smoke,
EG are
go
just so
around,
disruptive
something
in the manner of which they
silly.
play. Like, not only when the
That is
lockdown was
insane.
placed, somebody tried
That
to,
is
like,
insane.
Go into the smoke. You see the initial aggression
NT.
from Jorgamo just trying to do that extra damage, but then you also have Ethan flashing through the smoke and finding 2 kills. Like, Heretics are trying to find some sort of rhythm, and each time they just get someone just jabbing them in the ribs. It is a tough, tough match for them right now, and it's an even tougher buy.
It really feels like it's just a game where both teams are attempting to disrupt the other one. They have their strategies, which rely on making you uncomfortable, put you on the back foot, and, well, it's a treat to watch for now at least. Team Heretics, when they swap to the defense, this man here, Kellogg's, I expect to do a lot more. It's where he'll put up the big numbers for now. They've got one more round on the attack to try and pick it up. Zeke could be in trouble here. That's just a sheriff.
God
he didn't stand
damn.
a chance.
Yeah, a bit of an optimistic fight to take. But in a round like this, you almost have to be a little bit more aggressive. Kellogg's into the site. He is the man that needs to go huge. First kill is Wade trying to take it all. And a little bit unlucky. VCJ full sprint headshot him through the floor. But they are blinded. A 3v3. Weaponry for Mixwell. Weaponry for Avova. It's possible.
It looks like we got another weapon picked up. It's not quite the same caliber. Rocking in with the Spectre, but it'll do something at least. Quick tag up top. That's going to slow your push. Mixwell, he's inside the smoke. He's up close. There's a kill.
Ooh.
But it's traded right back out. The dash into the site.
6-6. I want 6-6. I want 6-6. Oh!
I need a replay of that.
How the hell?
What in the... How? That's 7-5 at the half. Well deserved from
Oh,
EG.
man.
From 4-0 down, they've put 7-1 on the board.
A really, really impressive resurgence. And
Oh,
this round maybe a
bro.
little bit closer than it should have been. A nice attempt for them to bring this one home, but Jorgamo not only
Got that
getting
one.
the first entry back in, but just finding absolutely
Oh,
everything as he
come
dashes
on.
back into the smoke. We're definitely going to need to see quite a lot more of that, though, as they're going to be heading into the second half. They're going to be moving on to that attacker side. But first, we have a few people on the desk who want to have a chat.
We love chatting. We're big chatting fans.
Absolutely.
Yes, what a
Big
game to
just-
start there. I mean, mirror
What is this
competition,
guy?
But you're always looking to see
Oh, who
what
is
are
this
gonna be
guy?
those small little details between each team that
Oh,
stands
come on.
out. And I think for EG, you know, Jogamo right at the end there, definitely living up to why the hype is real. But
Them
let's actually
Heretics
look
just
back
might
on
be
that
going home
half
early,
there
lads.
and reflect on it, because it really was a lot of great little takeaways from each side and some flubs as well.
Yeah, I think this was kind of echoes of Pearl for me, in that some of the mistakes that were being made by Team Heretics felt very similar to the issues that they had on the attacking side. This is one example. This round started off pretty rough. Avova actually misses out on a smoke in mid here that leads to a kill
Look outside
happening
lanes,
in that area of the map. Or excuse me, it's actually BCJ's. I didn't realize that at the time, but yeah, very nicely played here to peek out by Ethan. He gets that big opening kill onto Kellox. There's a lot of smokes in the mix there mid, but a little bit later into that round as well, that's where things kind of fell apart. They absolutely ran out of time on that site execute when they tried to split back into that A site, and at that point, it really fell apart. That was the breaking point where then the rounds, one after another, fell away from this team, and EG got their foot on the defense.
Yeah, I mean, they just took the momentum and ran with it. And honestly, in those first 4 rounds, we were seeing some uncharacteristic, you know, compared to Pearl, some uncharacteristic mistakes from
I have arrived.
where it felt like they
Bro,
had
you're
these
already
rounds that
streaming?
had-
I just
that
woke
had
up.
slipped. I agree with
Yeah,
you.
I
It
had
does
to watch
feel
the
like
EG game, bro.
right now, and that's because this attacking side coming out from Heretics is again falling short. This time, it's not a 6-6, it's a 7-5 as they get ready to flip over to the opposite side. We saw that they had a decent defending side when they were there on Pearl. We saw that Kellox was able to really pop off as the defending Jet. He needs to be able to do that now if they want to get themselves back into this, because right now, from what we've been seeing, especially in these last few rounds, EG, they are very much in the driver's seat and they're not letting go of the wheel.
Yeah, they very much are here. But I think there is some hope here for the side of Heretics. They tend to be better on the defense, and EG, I think they could struggle to get a footing here. It's going to come down again to these side anchors from Team Heretics and how much they can get done. If they can't do that, they're headed home.
Yeah, well, this is it, folks, for the Heretics.
I don't know how you
EG
people can
could
wake up
very well
early,
go
dude.
with a 2-0 win.
You're
I
just
mean,
waking up
this
extremely
matchup has
late.
been bonkers. Let's send it
And
back over
trust
to
me,
Mr.
I don't
Tom
wake
for
up
the
early,
second
man.
half.
Waking up by 11 is not early.
Thank you very much, Golden Boy.
Like,
Mimi,
people
and
already at
Achilles.
work,
We have
you know?
got a second half lineup here that certainly excites me. Team Heretics moving on to this defensive side. 1,024 days. We saw 763 for PaperX. Mixwell's putting up a few more numbers there. He's been here since day one, back in Team Mixwell, and all the way back then, we knew him. And a lot of these players, even on the
11
same
is
rosters,
early
for
my
being
world.
strong on Ascent, for putting up defensive sides here. If they're going to do it, this is the place to make that stand. But Avova down right away puts the A side under threat.
Oh, a
Okay,
freebie at least.
BCJ dead.
We'll turn it back into a 4 versus 4.
A
I
freebie.
think they're probably going to wait to try and
Oh,
play the
man.
retake. A bit of a longer rotation coming through from Zeke.
Okay.
In the meantime,
This guy saw that guy,
this
right?
aggressive push. It's expected. It's being watched for. I don't know if he's going to get too much from this, but even still, time has
3v3,
been bought.
3v3.
Now they look to reposition. Go back to
They know where everybody is.
that main spot as the retake begins.
Two frenzies on the drop down, just shredding them, turning them to Swiss cheese. Ethan hitting every single shot and no chance he's stopping
Making that
anytime
8-5
soon.
and then 9-5.
4 kills for
When
this
C9
fight.
versus
He was
PaperX, that was
impressive
yesterday,
with a
my guy.
Yoru and a frenzy
Cloud9
and a
won
pistol.
2-0.
Doing it here.
PaperX
On the
sucked.
KO, and both times it didn't matter what agent he was playing. It's
I
just
think
about shooting
Cloud9 won the
8
first
rounds
map
for EG,
like
and
9-13.
another
I
nail in the coffin for Heretics.
think the second map was like 13-3.
Ethan was one of those
Something
players where I was
silly like
okay,
that.
He's been on a lot of good teams in Valorant, but I don't think I've seen the best of him. I think going back to previous FPS games, he was a talent, a true talent within the game. So the fact that he is performing this well, he was
I passed out yesterday, yeah. What happened? Did you have to play any sports or something?
It's also worth
I'm sad now, missed those games. Games were pretty cool.
I know him as a top tier controller.
PaperX sadly
And
didn't,
obviously
you know,
Avova, though, is even
obviously,
higher above. You know, he has reached
you know,
the
fun
highest
guys
heights,
or
across his
whatnot,
career in
but
Valorant, and he's been here since
yeah.
day one, much like Boo. So again, something to note, just that Boo not playing on a role. That
and I
was
like their
easy, and
jerseys still, man.
Field much better results.
Don't tell 100 Thieves I said this, but I think I like it more than 100 Thieves jersey. It's just a very colorful, you know, really, really nice, you know, jersey.
Only a couple of rounds for it to slip away. And I say here and now, I more so mean the next round. Obviously, they've got classics here, and
Here and now would be nice.
It would be great. It's something EG would probably do. But yeah, I think you have to accept, especially because 3-man stack early, trying to fight B main, and EG now have that read and they move.
This is gonna be the only stream for today, guys. I gotta handle this map.
It's just about
I pulled an all-nighter on Mondays, you know, and then I had classes at 8 on Tuesday, and had to wake up at 5. But I couldn't sleep and got 2 hours, so for the past few days.
Zeke's found another. Boo through the smoke, gets one more, but he's traded out as well. Zeke has got another. It's all onto BCJ.
What the hell?
Kellogg's with the Sheriff, trying to bait him, but the spike is down deep. There's not much time left on the clock. He's just waiting and watching for the shots unconnected. A chance for Kellogg's, but he can't quite close the round.
How does Kellogg's miss that, man?
They stack up B, they try to fight you there. You make the read, you go to A, you get in there just before they do, walk out with 1 player alive. That's not how I thought things were going to go, but great sign for Heretics. Hell, that's going to get your morale up a whole lot higher. Not only will there be less weaponry to deal with in the next round, because you think about the bonus they would have, Spectres here and there. Instead, they should be playing like 4 players on an eco. Are you gonna do that? Are you gonna force up into it? Well, it's time to decide. Barrier's already up and Stingers in hand. Full investment. This is a big play out of EG. If they can fight back here and now, that might just be the end of Heretics.
Yeah, it's still somewhat a half buy. Like they have saved some
a little
credits.
bit of cash, yeah.
So even a plant might be enough to get them a purchase into the next round, especially with the lower shields. Kellogg's is going
I got game at 8. Today at 8 and Scrim. Tournament at 8. Gotcha. Still a 3v3. That's crazy, man. Oh, 2 HP, bro.
He needs to wait for reinforcements.
He ran into the nade as well. Must have thought that was the last pulse on it. Now rifles retrieved as well. Ethan and BCJ stacked up with Mixwell on 2 health. One of the toughest clutches facing them, and in such an important round. This could set the dominoes on their final cascade. It's time to make that retake happen, and Boostio stopped them with a stinger.
Oh my goodness.
Team Heretics, they had to do it here, and now all hope is on Zeke. The 1 versus 2, he knows where they are, but it's a whole different ball game dealing with them.
Oh,
BCJ
10-5.
deals the final blow.
10-5
rounds for EG. There's gotta
Team
be
Heretics, they're going home. They're going home.
Very dark atmosphere in the Heretics
They're
camp
going
right
home.
now.
Well, they've won one
Good
round
job.
of the last 10.
Good job from Potter and the.
One of the last 10, Tom. I didn't even. I mean, I know it's that bad. It was 7-1 in a row. He said that, but like, one of the last 10.
It is.
This is a map we knew them for, Tom. All of these players, defensive side.
Nah, Potter is so happy, man. I'm so proud of her, man. Let's freaking go.
First half of this series.
She took her analyst brains,
well,
you know.
Again. The thing is, the way the last half started, their 4-0 began with them doing exactly what EG have just done to them. But they now need a streak of rounds. And if I'm honest, I feel like they need to start it here. It's not the greatest purchase, okay? A Guardian did well for them in the last half. Maybe it can again. And they are desperately hopeful that this man can step up. Trying to play close. Got a little bit of support from Abova, but he goes down and the trading, the spacing. It's perfect from EG.
Oh,
they don't give them a
no.
moment's notice, instantly taking out the A defense.
Bro.
This round is already done.
There can be no doubt at this point the level of play all across our global scene has been elevated at this event.
Isn't that a Vandal right there?
Some of the
I thought that was a Vandal.
We've gotten to see, and I think EG just a shining example of it right now.
EG is actually crazy.
Just seems to be
They're actually crazy. They're underestimated, man.
That Heretics can find those advantages, those ways in. Hell, even
I think.
a glimmer
Wait.
of hope at this point.
Oh, he's just gonna try and go for a flank.
Saved Bulldog, some credits. They can try to fight back, but Tom, look, that's gone.
Bruh.
We talked about it at the start of this round. You said you wanted to see them
11. It's done. It's done, ladies and gentlemen.
I'd say a little lighter than that. I'd say I want to see them at least have promise in this round. Make it close. If you lose it, I'll put that down to the weaker weaponry. But you've got to have the foundations here for that comeback.
Yeah, yeah.
Not even remotely.
Oh no, and that's the thing. You're looking at the other side of the scoreboard.
Well, are you trying to tell me this person stand behind them the whole game?
Got Ethan
This guy stands behind them the whole game. That is no. I need to sit down, bro. Come on, bro. Like, what is this? It's got to stop them from cheating. You can still set that up better, right?
I feel like the writing was on the wall in that first half of the first map, Tom.
That's a tough job, man.
And I said, it is a
Not enjoying the game.
Kellogg's pop off like that. See any player 20-6 at the end of a half, and you are tied neck and neck. In that kind of game, you are dominating. But instead, Heretics were scraping by with a world-class performance out of one of the best duelists in the world. What happens when that slows down? You get slapped. 11-5, 2 rounds needed for EG. Heretics, they haven't even found 2 rounds in the last 11.
Yeah. Yeah. It is optimistic to say they'll turn this back, but they've had a pause. They've had a chat with Neil. Hopefully he's instilled some confidence in them that they can turn this around. Boo's had his
good luck with your games, man.
This now has to be it.
This is it. Do or die for Team Heretics.
What do you mean you have a game at 8 and a scrim tournament at 8? Like,
so many teams so far, the single elimination
they
format.
the same thing, and they different things.
Them a rough hand. Have that slower start to the tournament, and there's no way to come back into it. You don't get to have that bad first game and bounce back. You got to be
okay, BCJ dead, smokes done.
From the very get-go. And Heretics, this is their last chance to prove they've got what it takes. Man advantage for them as the push comes into B.
And Zeke needs to do well here. Already, Chocomo goes swinging, but he's put down by Mixwell. Zeke can only get one. That's the site under their control. Khan still lurking. Oh, he's a little bit unlucky. Mixwell may be aware, and Ethan's trying to cross. He's managed to get a bit of space here, and he's not going to get caught. It seems like they've got an idea. It seems like they know that he's around this corner. Maybe not. First goes his way, but he can't quite correct.
11-6, 11-6, 11-6, 11-6.
Well, it was about
a game in the tournament we're in today. Today at 8, and a scrimmages practice games against other teams tomorrow.
7 more in a row if they're going to take it here and now. Otherwise,
oh, that's scrim Tom tomorrow at 8. I thought that was like tournament. Like, I don't know why I thought that was TORN. You know, all of a sudden, I don't know how to spell tournament. Tournament is TORN. Torna. Is there a U in tournament? No, there's a U in tourney. No, is there a U in Jesus? No, there's a U. TOUR. Aha, there we go.
It gives the setup. BCJ gone again. Now this is a bit more of a problem. 2 rounds in a row.
Anyways, point is, I thought that was tournament at 8 as well. Scrim tournament at 8. So I was like, game today at 8, tournament at 8. Like, I got confused for a second. Yo, Agent Fire, what's up, man?
They're going to use up one ult to try and counter it. And in the meantime, Kellogg's has found another. Avova about to come under pressure as well. And in fact, he's somewhat been baited by the fake plant. It's not going to go down, but he knows where they are. Still hitting the shot, another thing.
Great flash, but another player out wide, not caught. Boostio grabbing himself another, and we end up 2 versus 2. Lockdown could be the turning point of this. I mean, that is blocking out all of the control, and Jogamo, he's going for it. He's updrafted. At least he's staying aggressive. He just needs the kill. 1 second to go, and it's not going to happen.
No, you can't.
Let's go!
And we're going to end up with 7 on the board for Team
Oh my god, let's go, dude. Let's go, dude. I swear if it was me, I would have choked that somehow. I would knife the guy like 3 times, he wouldn't die, and then he would come back and then shotgun me in the face. Like, somehow I'd find a way to choke that, bro. I have proof. I have proof.
That's the thing. I don't think there's a single moment for Jogamo where he's annoyed by that.
No.
He seems to just be laughing and enjoying it.
Just try to spin. Just don't knife me once, you know? Maybe I'll
survive. Crazy. Let's go. Agent Fire, what's up, man? How you doing today?
Don't you dare! Don't you dare! He's gonna do it right off the rip. So much damage done. I love this man, and there's the follow-up with the stinger.
Oh my goodness.
A brave TP on the site for the info, and it works out for a trade.
Ooh, still a 3v3. Still a 3v3.
Pushing in, he's going to get tagged up by the drone. A chance for him to be taken out almost instantaneously.
Wait. Okay, it's Boostio who's on side 33 HP. Okay.
Now coming back in.
Kellogg's Mixwell of over, all good HP wise. Boostio low, come with the Odin. BCJ still good on health.
I love this, man. Yeah, attack side Odin, it hits different. That's a BCJ call if ever I've seen one. Calm, ready and waiting. Here comes the big boy! Another kill, and that's shut them down. Heretics only have a Vova left, and he's revealed.
What?
Oh,
nasty shot back through.
come on, bro. How do you smoke that, but you don't clear it, though? You gotta, like, man, that guy dropped down from logs. Unnecessary, in my opinion. Come, there are a lot of things that could have been done better, man.
Nasty, because it's such a hard thing to do, dashing into that Odin still when Boo, even if he's blind, he can just keep spraying it. The man knows the pattern. But the updraft dash in, that just ruins you. There's no way to try to player. They slide down the roof at such a
come on, man.
While they're swinging as well, they also then, a moment later, put a dart so that then the player looks away and they're going to kill. So their utility
that's crazy.
Is doing so much for them.
And they had used it from the shadows at the same time. So like it's just so much going against you.
Okay.
That's a great early fight for Heretics. They had so many weak weapons here. Okay, they're fully aware. They've naded him, they've flashed him, they've hit him so much, and Calm will only get the one. Mixwell though quite low, and now that he's gone down, this is scarily doable.
Yeah, look at the guns. The remaining two players only have stingers. And there's plenty of time for Boostio to play with.
Ooh, he's gonna get that. He's gonna go B.
Close to having that lockdown online. If he heads back to the B site,
those guys are gonna go together.
But at the same time, he gets himself a Sublime after plant. Bear in mind, the plant will give him his ult and be able to burn some extra time off the clock.
Oh, they're right behind him.
They haven't got
hello.
Decided to go through mid. And they've been spotted. And the element of surprise was a massive factor with them sneaking up behind, but one player at least on top mid. Boostio's
can they pick better weapons? What the flip is wrong with them?
Mid push, and then he'll grab a
I guess they didn't want.
Is going to give him his lockdown, and with the turret,
grab a weapon. Thank you, Jesus Christ.
Look at the amount of time he's going to have. They literally could not be further away. The position they are in is as far from B as I think it's physically possible to be. And now,
man's going to ult from back here.
Boostio could be anywhere.
He's trying to time this as well with the lockdown. They're going to have to full sprint into this site the second he places it. If he gets the timing right, they might not even be that close by the time they move in. There's the turret. Lockdown not yet.
He's gonna. He's not gonna use it
for the moment, but he is waiting for them to just get that little bit further into the site. With the time ticking, just gonna.
No, he's not gonna use it.
Waste it as much as humanly possible. The first knock.
He's not gonna use it.
And they need to get on that diffuser, but they will have plenty of time in the end.
Why wouldn't he use it?
To isolate them, trying to fight them, but it didn't quite.
Why wouldn't he use it?
Heretics, an aggressive play to start the round.
That's crazy.
Finish it in turn.
You know, if he had even the slightest idea how far away they were, that lockdown would have been placed with perfect
I guess
timing,
the thought process as well.
Honestly, I would have used it.
They're going to run him down anyway. If he puts a lockdown, he not only gives away his position of exactly where he is, but also they'll probably kill him within the time anyway.
They're going to run it.
It's better to have that little bit of secrecy, especially with the nano swarm down. He almost played it so that he could buy time from out there.
Exactly. Anywhere. The thing is as well, right? For him in that spot.
Nah, the best way to do that would have been to place the ult right behind the boat house. You know.
So not using it there, completely get it. From our perspective, would have won you the round. But he'll only know that
the round would have ended the game.
Lockdown in play. Full retake being set up. Stingers across the board. Utility
no.
That lockdown's gone. In fact, he's got
no way.
What an incredible Hunter's Fury to start the round. A trade from Avova at least makes this one look feasible. But they are still in a bad spot.
Man.
I think both of them with that first Hunter's Fury blast.
This guy's with stingers. Oh, no. This finna be bad, bro.
He has just blind ulted Mixwell and Kalat shot him. That is the most unlucky timing. They've got stingers on the other side. The ult was one of the only things that they had going in their favor and comes late. 3 kills for this man, and it's the first time he's fired a shot. They still haven't dealt with him, and by the time they do, there's so many players rooted in on the site. I couldn't get wrapped down to just one. Giacomo has to do it alone. A stinger, good for the first.
why would you drop there?
And Team Heretics are going home.
Why would you drop down there? Oh man, GG.
So many incredible ideas
Holy
from a young squad
smokes.
with an added little bit of experience and a fantastic coach, it has to be said. They have 2-0'd Heretics out of the tournament.
The Americas region is still.
Stop it! That is insane.
The Americas region is still 6-0. We haven't dropped a map.
Didn't know where they both were. Didn't know where one of them was.
We haven't dropped a map.
That is disgusting. Calm. He might be bottom of the scoreboard, but he's on top in my heart.
Well, either way, it is goodbye to Heretics. Definitely showed some promise. We saw a decent performance out of Kellogg's. I think Zeke switching up his roles on this map in particular didn't look bad. And actually, you know what?
I think it's NA. Manted USA. NA, come on. They're Canadians, all right? You know, a lot of Canadian guys.
I'll tell you what.
Let's go, Potter. Damn, she looks good, man.
There it is. The fist bumps to close out the game. Potter, someone that used to be up here with us, Tom.
Yeah.
Now look at her.
Used to be on the stage with them.
Exactly, exactly.
She's been in the game a while, Mitch.
She sure has. She's played, she's coached, she's analyzed, she's cast, she's done it all. And now
she's done it all, man.
Honestly, with one of her good friends being Sapphire, I wouldn't be surprised if she's observed as well. I think she's done a lot.
Probably.
She's basically completed esports at
She's
this
probably
point.
built that stage. Let's be honest. Let's just give it to her. Unreal. Honestly, EG played some serious Valorant, and you could see it from the second BCJ stepped on that stage, looking calm, cool, and collected. His sunglasses, his tints on. They belong here, and they ain't going anywhere.
Nice work.
Especially with coming in with some real spice on map number 1, throwing in a Yoru with some of the players having their first time on a stage, having some great setups around it, moving on to the next map, a map which is much more standardized.
Nah, looks like she's really close with the whole team, man. You know?
They were exciting to watch, and honestly,
looks like she's really close with the whole team, man. You love to see it, man. VCJ! I wonder who they're gonna interview next.
He took the glasses off for the picture, but right back on afterwards. Don't even let the enemy see your eyes. I love it. At EG, they have certainly made a statement here today. What an incredible performance from start to finish. Team Heretics going home on the back of it, and like I said, this guy here, Calm, he stole my heart here today.
I had a
he
feeling
really
that
did.
might be the
Attack
case.
side Odin, he's hitting 100 Furies like I've never seen. Some of the most fun I've had. And another 2-0, Tom.
That's the thing, a lot of the time when you watch sort of like younger, newer teams, a lot of what you expect is, oh my god, they've got this kid who's nuts and does something like really aggressive and like he pushes it, oh, he's got really sick aim. It's actually the support players I really enjoyed within this matchup. Like the little pop flashes they had, the contact plays they came out with, the sort of every little piece of the puzzle coming in all at the same time, and it was just beautiful to watch. It wasn't one player winning them the game. It wasn't these new people they brought in being the superstars. It was the players that were already there showing how good they can be. So they've definitely made an impact on this stage already. A very, very long way to go, but honestly, very good signs for EG.
Considering what we just saw here, yeah, I don't think there's going to be many people out there doubting them. I mean, that was unreal. We saw Kellogg's come in, and maybe there's a world where we sit here and go, oh, you know,
Match MVP, BCJ, Ethan, Juggernaut, Abustio.
Who was your favorite player? Is he the only one?
I see what you guys have done. I see what you guys have done. Don't think I'm not coming right down to that production office after this. We've got 4 people for you as a match MVP.
Damn, who's match MVP there, man?
Ethan, Jogamo, and Bustio. Scan the code down there.
My school sucks. They locked the bathroom because someone set the toilet on fire. Why is someone doing that? Man, high school people are so weird.
I like the Odin a lot.
I'd lean in the direction
That sounds fire.
Okay,
Okay.
you know what?
That Yoru was revolutionary.
As we've already mentioned, our opinion does not matter. That is match 1.
So your manager gets paid by the school to coach you guys, but you guys don't get paid by the school to play. That don't sound fair to me, man. In fact, you even pay school fees, huh? Nah, that don't sound fair, bro. Back in my high school, we brought an entire wheel. What do you mean by an entire wheel? Like the wheel of a car? And you took pictures of the wheel of the car in the bathroom? Was that something you guys thought was fun? I'm not judging you. I'm just you know, let me find a synonym for judge, you know. I'm just, I guess, trying to decide, yeah, wheel of a car, because it was funny. Like, you guys had not seen the wheel of a car before. Like, it's like, wait, what is this? What is this? This is insane. Let's bring it to the bathroom. Oh my god. They took out the moan in this in this song. Yo, what's up, Tom Fisher? How you doing, my guy? Welcome to the stream. What's up? What's up? I'm pretty sure they locked like the main door, Skeptor. It's not like there's only one bathroom, but it might be like the main door to the bathroom. Bro, we know what it was, but we thought it was hilarious to bring it to school. I don't know about that, but hey, to each their own, you know. It's not that someone brought a gun to school and everyone was like, yo, what the flip? Oh my god, a gun! You know, like, holy smokes, you brought a gun? Like someone literally rolled a tire to school and you guys are like, yo, a tire, where'd you get this? Sorry guys, you guys can't listen to this, alright? I get copyright struck, but I gotta. Damn. Oh man, it just ended. How do I clip this? Can I clip on this channel? Yeah, I can clip. Are you guys in the States? I'm not. This guy and I are not. Skeptor and I are not. No, I'm normal. I live in Canada. We had someone threaten to stab people and we got the police at our school involved. Then later in the year, a girlfriend I knew got stabbed in the leg over a game of Uno. And that sucks. Remember last year too, someone threw a water balloon at our substitute teacher. Oh, that's annoying. Where are you from, Fega? I'm from Nigeria, my guy. Tom, good. You? I'm doing fantastic, bro. I'm doing fantastic. After this, I'm just waiting for the interview. After this, guys, I'm gonna have to end stream because as you guys can maybe see, if you've been here for a little bit, you can tell that, you know, some things are not the way they were. Okay, this is actually not the best view to tell that things are not the way they were, but point is, I'm packing. Okay, I'm moving out in 2 weeks. It's been one hell of an era, you know, living here. This is the longest place that I've lived in my entirety in Canada. Okay, I've lived in different places, but this has been the longest. I've lived here for 3 years, and it's end of an era, guys. End of an era. It's gonna be crazy. I'm gonna miss the place, but we'll be all right. Going to a better place. Sometimes you gotta move up in life and, you know, move on. Anyways, I didn't mean to get, you know, emotional. Not today. However, yeah, I'm packing. Okay, so I'm gonna have to make this just like one game. E.g., we've watched it. I'm waiting for the interview, but I gotta, you know, continue packing. I've got to give some stuff away. There's a lot of work I gotta do. A lot of work, man. It's crazy. I was meant to move in a month, but the guy at the house we're getting, the guy's like, I can't do in a month's time. All right, you guys gotta, you know, move in 2 weeks. It's like, bro, okay, I guess, you know. So that's where we are right now. Yo, Agent Fire, you gotta go. Thank you so much for tuning in, man. I appreciate it. I'm gonna see you soon. Me, I'm not done, guys. Okay, we're still live for like the next 5-10 minutes. By the way, I was gonna say something. I'm wondering if I should vlog my moving over to Ottawa. That's where I'm gonna be moving to, by the way. I don't know if someone asked where you going. Ottawa. I'm not living the country, Canada. I'm just curious. I'm just really curious, you know. If it's not that I'm curious if I should vlog it. I know it's not gonna be easy to vlog it, man. You know, I need my camera set up for, like, you know, small video would be nice. Yeah, make a small video about it, guys. You know, everything's changing. I'm moving. I'm not emotional. You are. I'm not crying. You are. Something like that. All right, maybe I'll try and make a small video. I'll start, you know, using my phone to record some, you know, clips of, you know, moving things around. And yeah. All right. Yeah, I think I'll do that. And then I'll see if I can send it over to my PC, edit it, and all that kind of stuff. Again, it's not going to be like the most production field video, okay? Or production crazy video, all right? Wait. Wait. I need to visit Vega quickly before he moves so I can get a fan meet and greet all for myself. Don't show up at my house, Skepta, unannounced. I will shoot you. I have a gun. Okay? I will shoot people that I don't. Be careful, man. All right? You show up here unannounced, knocking on my door, saying, hey, Vega, you know, I will take your head off. All right? And said a personal meet and greet. My room's gonna be all over the place. This man acting like it's the Hood or like it's Jane and Finch. I have no idea what Jane and Finch are, so, you know, yeah. Sorry about that. I'm not also acting like it's the Hood, you know. Don't just show up at my front door unannounced. I know I've licked my address before in the past, but I bet you can't remember it unless you know, wrote it on your wall and have it plastered, you know. Jane and Finch is a Toronto Hood, and I live there. Oh. Come on. Just a screenshot, okay, you piece of shit. It's like, nah, I didn't go through the stress of, you know, saving your address. Like, no, I'm not that kind of guy. I just took a screenshot, you know, that's, you know, a little bit more reliable, you know. Gets the job done faster, you know, more efficient, you know. It's safe to my cloud as well, so, yeah. My man said... okay. Well, it's a good thing that the address is changing. I will not dox myself. He had a 3.7 KD on map 2, man. Come on, Ethan. Come on, Ethan. Yes, you will. No, I won't. Nah, I'm just memeing. Yeah, all good, Agent. All good. You say that, but we all know you will. No. I'm not. Never, ever. I'm gonna dox myself, man. I just realized she messed up evil geniuses. And she said evil geniuses. Oh my god, look at that. It's okay, Mimi. and then she puts a U, like, oh, whoops, I actually forgot about the U, you know. So instead of evil geniuses, which now looks like something else, but if you replace the G, but yeah, evil geniuses, yeah, 100%, evil geniuses. We'll give it to you, Mimi. Nice work. Okay, dude. You're gonna be like, so you guys know I moved right, so basically let me pull Google Maps up and show you. No, I wouldn't do that, okay? I'm not stupid. Why would I do something like that? Let me show you guys the house, though. It looks really nice. 1, 2, 3. I'm not dumb, you know? I'm not stupid, guys, okay? I'm not stupid. Come on. Like, my sister's texting me. Why is Valorant sending me a message? Fega, the biggest Valorant tournament ever starts today. They sent it to me today? Bro, it started 2 days ago. What are you talking about? Hey, BCJ. I thought you were actually gonna do it. Come on, man. Come on, agent. Come on. A man drops that F-bomb. Oh, God.
That
Idiot.
one at that turning point as well. What was
My
going
bad.
on? How did you guys
Thanks for letting me know.
check to really just, you know, battle back and be on?
I had him muted since.
I mean, it was honestly quite simple. You know, he had 20 kills at half, and he had 2 kills after that second half. So, you know, that's exactly what Ethan said after the game. He goes, guys, listen, their Jet is the only player getting kills. He had 2 kills in the second half. And that really just lightened up the mood, and that's really what our team's about, is getting that culture that we kind of created ourselves, and what the old EG members have already had been doing forever, you know. Fun, vibes, play the game for fun, and usually the wins follow along with it.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, you certainly guys, I mean, you guys definitely won off the back of that one. You shut them down pretty well off the back of that second half. I want to talk about your new roster as well, though, and your new roles that you guys have been playing as well, because for you in particular, you've been playing the smokes, which, you know, is not necessarily a new role. You did play Omen, you know, back in the day, a little bit here and there, but now it is full-time on the controller role. So how have you been, you know, liking to switch up onto this new role? Is it just like something new to learn, something new to master?
Yeah, definitely.
How do you get you there?
Period, I was looking to play any support role, you know, whether that's Sentinel, my initiator, obviously.
Wow, I'm learning a lot of things, man. A lot of things is spammable.
Along with that, in Pro 10s and, you
with
know,
lesser weapons.
Prior, even in some Exit scrims, I would play Astra and Brim, and you know, very minor in the Exit scrims, but still, I have that experience at that high level. And just when Potter came calling and said, "Hey, you know, what do you think about control?"
I don't think I've seen a lot of Brim this tournament. Maybe I'm blind, but I don't think so.
And you know, I couldn't be happier with where I'm at, and I get to still flex on the Omen, so you know, that's definitely a big plus for me.
No, it's pretty nice to see, honestly. Yeah, the entire roster really coming together. But your team, you know, it's quite impressive. You guys have a really, really big roster. I mean, you're punching in terms of the amount of players that you've got on your active, or not the active roster, but just even on the bench itself as well. I know that you guys in the past, as well, I think Potter has spoken about, you know, the potential of internal scrims between your team. Have you been doing that with the internal EG structure? Have you guys been scrimming against your kind of like sister team, partner team, if you will?
Yeah, definitely, and you know, we utilize it however we want. If you don't want to release something to other, you know, challenger teams at the time, or you know, especially franchise, when those scrims start, you know, being the only scrim you can take. We're blessed to have 2 really good leagues in NA right now, so you can scrim a lot of different, you know, teams and give them different looks.
Yo, Greg, what's up, man? How you doing?
Something that EG is kind of built in league. You know, they trust that academy system that builds talent and can kind of, you know, find the talent and build them alongside their Tier 1 team as well. So that's really something that they liked and instantly went for and jumped out and Valorant decided to go franchising.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it should give you guys, I think, a big edge, you know, moving forward throughout the 2023 season, like you said. Get to hide all the strategies. Real quick, just before I let you go as well, your upcoming opponents, I believe, listen, we got like the bracket over there from the bracketology segment, but you're up against the winner of, you know, MIBR Talon as your next matchup. You know, who do you want to face more? Is it the MIBR, you know, you want the Brazilian crowd against you cheering? I feel like I already know the answer to this, but what team would you rather face?
I definitely want the Brazilian crowd against me.
I knew it.
I've done it in Istanbul, and it was so much fun playing against, you know, Fnatic, and being able to 2-0 them. 2-0. So I'd love to do, or I'd love to play MIBR. I think that would be a really fun experience for the fans. Obviously, I want to see Brazilian teams here do
Hey,
well.
Greg, I'm happy to hear that, man.
Really well so far, so want to see them go far for sure.
Okay, awesome stuff. Thank you very much, BCJ. Congrats again on the win. Appreciate your time and best of luck moving forwards into the tournament.
Thanks so much, Ben.
All right, that's all. Thank you very much. And back to the desk as well to break down the rest of the series, set up the next games. I'm not too sure.
I am sorry to break your heart, though, Greg. First time watching in a while. I'm actually just about to end the stream. I was telling guys earlier on that I'm actually moving, so I'm doing a lot of packing and all that kind of stuff. I was going to watch the Loud game later in the day, but I don't think I will. Let's see what I think we'll be live tomorrow though. All right, hold on. Liquipedia, Valorant, results. February 16th, who's playing? No, that's February 22nd. Wait, are you trying to tell me there are no games till like what time tomorrow? I'm trying to find out right now. I'm not saying February 16th, guys. I don't think there are any games tomorrow. That's crazy. I don't think there are any games tomorrow. Is there a way I can check like the Oh yeah. So after today's games, there's a break tomorrow. No games tomorrow, February 16th, and then we have NRG versus Giants, and this is everything is actually a knockout stage pretty much. Okay, and then we have DRX versus Cloud9 in 3 days. But I'll be back streaming on. I think I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow. Okay, don't worry, guys. I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow, but I'll be streaming around 4 p.m. Okay, stream tomorrow is gonna be me playing games. Okay, which is way more fun than these goddamn boring VCT games. I mean, because like, come on, guys. It's me. My games are always, you know, high level, you know, insane gameplay kind of stuff. You know, you feel me? Oh my jeepers, Fega's gonna stream. Yeah, I am. All right. So don't miss it. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to give a big shout out to each and every one of you who's a member. All the past members, your names are not on the list right now, but thank you so much for being members in the past. But a big shout out to Chile with the 6 gifted, SK with the 5 gifted, Skefcher, Daniel with the 1, Morga, Lucy, Icy, Joshua with the 5, Corrupt Arrow, Nonto with the 5, Whisper with the 4, TNT Cannon with the 51, Rukeme Mamu, Ali with the 40, Biting Can, Skef. Oh, I've gone through the whole list. I thought we had 19 members. Bloody hell, that seemed short. I also rewatched the first tournament you did. It was fun rewatching it. Oh yeah, I can't wait to you know, get back to doing that. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that in the month of March, maybe. Agent Fire, give me a shout out. I just fell out. I feel left out. Agent Fire started 3,000. Thank you so much for watching today. I really appreciate it. A big shout out to each and every one of you in the house right now. Skefcher, Agent Fire, Greg, Miracle was here earlier on. I don't know if Chili was here, but Bikton Cam was here. So thank you guys so much. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. You ain't paying him for a shout out, SMH. Yeah, true. I just got finessed, man. Agent, you just finessed me, man. That's gonna be $5, okay? Pay up, buddy. All right. Want to hear your name? No, you know what you gotta do. All right, thanks, man. See you guys soon, okay?